Good afternoon, everyone. How are we doing? We're here. The team is out. Who would have predicted that Yuki Kobayashi was going to be playing? Certainly not me. 2 seconds, guys. That's okay. False alarm, guys. I know there's a bunch of you here. Thanks a lot for joining us live. Just hearing from the manager now as well. But yeah, who would have called Yuki Kobayashi starting? That would be me. Kobayashi starts alongside Alistair Johnson and Josip Juranovic. Who thought that was going to happen? Oh yeah, me. Starfelt starts. That's the real curveball. No Carter Vickers in the starting 11. Does he make the bench? No, on the bench, Carter Vickers either. He gets the day off. McGregor, Hatate, O'Reilly in midfield. Back to the old gold three in midfield. So no Aaron Moy. And then in the front three, I am moderately surprised Abada starts with the form that Dyson has been in. But the manager, the same logic that brought me to Kobayashi starting stands on Maeda. Because again, the manager is on record as saying previously that he doesn't always like using Maeda when there is not much space to play in behind. And St Mirren, for the reason you want to play Kobayashi, a ball-playing defender, are not going to give you any space in behind. They're going to camp into their own box for this entire match, and Maeda probably isn't going to be his most effective self from kickoff. He will become much more effective later in the match, particularly with no Giakoumakis in the squad. I would see Maeda replacing Kyogo in this game. Maybe we see Iwata. Makes it unlikely McGregor gets 90 minutes. We know Hatate won't get 90. Defence probably all will clock in, but the 5 subs will probably go across midfield and forward line again as per. I'm going to hold on to the 4-0. Just listen to the manager, sorry. Same form, same vein. We're at home in front of the fans. Let's go and get them from the off. So yeah, exciting team, and it has wrecked SO5 leaderboards everywhere. I see messages everywhere, people talking about CCV being out. No Giakoumakis in the squad hurts a few. No Maeda starting does hurt now, but if he comes off the bench and gets a decisive, it's quickly forgotten about. Great news for Abada. I'm not sure many people played him. Not many people played Kobayashi, but we've got him. Let's have a look at the teams, right? So I've got some really good teams running. Celtic were expecting to dominate this match. Kick ass and take some names. Pardon me. And coming into this game week, there's not that many matches actually scored because the Spanish matches are all Copa del Rey, which isn't scored. So I only had one team that had a full 5 going out. I had a 4-man team, and then another one team that could maybe have a 4-man outfit, and then the other ones were 3-man outfits. So very long odds coming into the game week. But one of my 4-man efforts is get everyone starting. Scales, Snoddy, Jota, Kyogo, they're all in. Just refresh this in case the scores are on now. No, they're not. Okay. They're all in the starting 11. They're all good to go. I'm screwed on the Bane. It's a DNP. So it's a 4-man team for Challenger Rare. Jota and Kyogo. Captain Jota till I die. This could be a really good 4-man team. At the moment, 77% ran. We would need a huge performance from them, but getting into tier 1s I don't think is out of the question. Challenger Europe Rare Pro, this is kind of dusted now with Maeda and Moy on the bench. Unless they both come off the bench and become double decisive, the focus then goes on to Boyata. It could be a 3-man team. It could be a 4-man team. We'll see what happens with Boyata for Club Bruges as they go away to St Truden tomorrow. So this team, I'm kind of now forgetting about this quite quickly. Challenger Super Rare is my 5-man effort. Maeda, I think, is going to replace Kyogo, so I'm going to get the 90-minute striker utility out at Celtic. I've done this before with Kyogo and Giakoumakis in All-Star Rare Pro with both the Supers, and it paid off to effect there. This is the kind of match where that kind of thing could happen. So I'm not writing off coming out with a bumper score here, because if Kyogo can get 1 or 2 decisives, a goal or assist, anything at all, before he comes off, and then Maeda, if he has that form coming into this game, he gets enough minutes, he's capable of the same. McGregor and Hatate and Hart speak for themselves. But in this team, Harks' game is off. Livingston, Dundee United has been abandoned. No game for them. He was my L15 under 40 pick, so I had no other alternative but Harks for this team, which is sore. But we've got Hatate up front, we've got Kobayashi in defence, and we've got Snoddy in midfield. A 3-man specialist team. 81% ran. We would need an additional 124 points to get on the podium. I'm not ruling it out, man. I'm not ruling it out. So maybe this three-man effort has something about it. And this team is dusted as well. Haksabanovic and Forrest are on the bench, but Jens does not make the squad. And of course, this is underdog. I need 4 cards. Tevez is retired, of course, and Gordon has got a broken leg, so there's no chance of any of them featuring in any way, shape, or form. But I think all told, the specialist team's got a hope. This team has got a real chance, and maybe this team does some damage. So I think I've got 3 teams in the running here, very similar players across most of them, and I'm very much, from an SO5 perspective, looking forward to the match. As long as we get the clean sheet locked in, I don't think there's a bad defender card to be had in this team. And I'm really hoping that the midfield can instigate enough in the match where we can put the bed to game. We can put the game to bed in the first kind of 15, 20 minutes or so of the match. And, you know, we can then just get some party time on the go. It feels like one of those days where it's a party time result we're going to get at Celtic Park. Midweek, the floodlights will be on. We're in good form. The team is strong as well. Like, you cannot really argue with the front 3. Maeda's in fantastic form, but if you said to any Celtic fan on the street, Abada over Maeda, most of them would go, okay, fine. So, very strong team. Midfield 3 seems to be the number 1 midfield 3. And I think any doubt over Moy maybe getting that teacher's pet angle and overcoming O'Reilly, I think is now dissipated. I think O'Reilly's firmly recognised as part of the best midfield. And this has got Johnson displayed at left back. I'm more convinced we're going to see Juranovic at left back, but he's going to be very inverted into midfield, and we'll see Hitate peeling out into that left position like we've seen before. And that'll have Alistair Johnson and Abada coming down that right-hand side with a very direct objective pace towards the goal. Lemmy and Alex Spirovsky, fist bump to both of you. Jeremy Graham, Steve Sorare, good to see you as well. All you guys are joining us live, thank you very much. I do expect this to pick up as we get into the match itself, because this is going to be a good one, man. There's going to be goals all over the place, and the Celtic videos always do pretty well when we've got a good home game on, especially that is on pay-per-view. I'm watching it on Celtic TV. Got the commentary in my ears here, so I'll relay any interesting facts or details or any VAR instances that we have come up, and I will also do my best to keep on top of all the SO5 scores and everything else that's going around. We just finished a member stream earlier, which was great fun. A bunch of you watched that, and we also discussed all the new stuff that happened in the members with the Sorare gameplay announcement. The Road to Glory video went out earlier today as well, very well received today. Fantastic day of great things. I predicted Kobayashi was going to start. I predicted Johnson and Juranovic. They both started. I got the midfield wrong. I got a forward wrong. But I got the hard ones right and the easy ones wrong. But I don't think anyone had a bad at over Maeda. But great game for it. And I'm very much looking forward to it, man. Evening games at Celtic Park. I know I'm not there. I'm here with you guys tonight. But it's always a special atmosphere. And it's a big part of what makes Celtic as Parkhead under the Floodies. It really is. Everyone aboard the Kobayashi train. Shame I didn't put him in a squad. I think this game week, man, you'd be mad not to put him in a squad with how mental it could be. And I told you, man, Charlie, you're in all the chats with me. I'm like, Yuki's time is going to come. Ball playing, left-footed centre-back makes huge marginal gains in other areas of the pitch for us. And if you watch Starfelt, like every game, there's one thing a game he does where it's just like, if he could use his left foot at all, that wouldn't have happened. The lovely rendition of Walk On tonight. Disco lights are on too. There's a golden sky. If you've been on this channel long enough, you've heard me sing probably. But it's a great time, it's a great day. There's a bunch of you here. Please do like the stream when you're here tonight. We're hoping, let me actually go and sort out the live chat itself, sorry. We're also hoping all the Celtic fans from around the world are going to come and watch the game with us tonight, as well as all the Sorare scouts and managers from around the world. And Sorare, if you aren't aware, guys, is the hot topic in town. It's the must-play game in town now, and particularly Celtic, one of the best teams in it. So, like, you know, it's a great time for all. It's a great time to be a Celtic fan. It's a great time to be playing Sorare. It's hard not to enjoy everything all together, rolled up together. But I'm just going to drop a comment that I can pin into the chat. If you haven't started playing Sorare yet, if you hit on that link, you are going to get yourself a free card. You'll be supporting me, and I love you forever for doing so. And you'll get yourself a free limited card once you've bought 5 from the market. I'm then always at your disposal. If you have any questions or any hiccups or anything, just hit me up here, there, or anywhere, guys. As we finish out this lovely rendition of Walk On. I've also, by the way, guys, I've loaded up for the regular viewers of the channel. So you guys have maybe heard a lot of stuff. This is a little segue before we get to kick off, but there's this company called fanatics.com, and like if you listen to like the news and stuff like they are making huge waves in America in terms of like companies are in conglomeration with and all sorts of stuff. I've got a link to get all sorts of, they do everything. Basketball, NFL, every football team in the world, they do hats, they do the shirts, they do printed names on the back, they do tracky tops, everything you see me wearing, I get it from there, or I get it locally if it's a Celtic thing, obviously, but they do everything. So any sports related gear, there's always going to be a link in the description of my videos, and I always put the discount codes, and I give you just all the information they give me. So as you look in that description, you'll see a link. You need to hit that link and then buy the thing. But when you're at checkout, there's always a code there, and you get stuff like free UK shipping, up to 65% off. It's always great stuff. And I'm going to do better with some of the upgrades I'm going to be doing on the channel, with telling you about the really cool stuff that's extra cheap. Because I get emailed stuff like, oh, we're doing the cool Japan top. Remember the cool Japan reversible top? We're doing that. Cheaper than anyone else. And I didn't really do anything. So anyway, cool things. You'd probably be buying anywhere, maybe be interested in buying anyway. It supports the channel. Link in the description of the video, fanatics.com. All officially licensed sports gear from everywhere. Supports your team and all that good stuff. Similar to Sorare in some aspects. Pindy, good to see you. Charlie Dunbar, under 23 smasher, come at the end of the season, totally. Everyone aboard the Kobayashi train. Kobayashi is going to be a U23 OP defender. I brought him in as I let Taylor Harwood Bellis go. And I thought, if this guy is half as good as I hope he could be, I'm probably not going to miss THB. Sold him for a lot of money. And, the rest is history, as you say. Callum McGregor coming out as captain. Yeah, good looking team, man. I'm pretty excited for it. Let's try and get Juranovic's. I like having this framed well, but sometimes it can be difficult. Actually, I'm better sometimes when I slide myself into the middle of the screen. Let's come out one. And then I'll slide myself into the middle of the page. I think I'll probably need to move the thing at the bottom. Yeah. I'm not that important here. Let's just put me here. Let's put that there. There's not an atmosphere like it. Sorry, guys. From Northern Islands to the Western Islands. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Let's see a wee bit bigger to cover that logo. Sorted. I love hearing all the tunes at Parkhead as well. Just gets you right in the mood for it. You'll find me on all social media, by the way. It's Quinny3001. TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, all these places. So by all means, follow me here, there, and everywhere to see all the content coming out and all the stuff I'm going to try and give away to you. I love to support you guys that support me, because that's the way this stuff goes. I was mentioning on the stream earlier. Democratic content. That's what's going on here. You like the stuff. People pay for adverts and stuff, and then I can do this and everyone's a winner. So yeah, we've got the team in front of us. Juranovic is displayed on Celtic TV as a left back. In midfield, we've got O'Reilly, we've got McGregor, we've got Itati. And we've got all that good Sorare content coming out, new leagues coming out, all the good stuff. And let's hope we get some winning Celtic stacks out there. I know a lot of the community that come to this channel love the Celtic cards. I've got lots of Celtic cards in their own galleries, and I hope you guys have got some really good stacks laid out. St Mirren, by the way, are a team in the ascendancy under the current manager. I forget his name. Is it Robinson or Robertson? And their team's out there now. 5-3-2. They're definitely going to sit in. There's going to be no space in behind. It's all going to be play from Celtic from left to right on the ball, trying to manipulate those spaces and create some openings. And I think we're going to see some fantastic football from Kobayashi. I'm just going to move this little screen that I'm actually watching the game on into a prime position now that we're geared up for kickoff. Oh, look at that. You can't see this, but this is Apex. I need another screen now. And I've got 4 screens. I've got it all masterfully set up. Look at this, man. This is gorgeous. Right, guys, we're here. It is Wednesday night. Game week 338. We are locked and loaded. Celtic at home at St Mirren. If you enjoyed this stream at any point, please do hit the like button. It goes a long way to supporting the channel. You have got no idea. We've got the disco lights going green for the huddle as well, guys. This is got all the ingredients, all the recipe. It's got the recipe with all the ingredients to be a fireworks event tonight. And oh, look at that, man. Spotlight green, totally on the huddle. Everything else blacked out. Proper Champions League kind of vibes. St Mirren, none of these players have ever been a part of this before. Celtic are going to blow them out of the water from kickoff. We never stop. We are still playing a semi-final. You know, that only just happened like 5 minutes ago for some of these guys. Good evening, Tommy B. Good to see you, my man. Is there an update on Sorare PPL, EPL, hybrid? Nothing official today, mate, but we broke it down. I'll be releasing a breakdown video tomorrow. It's the recording of the public segment of the stream today that you won't have access to because you're not a channel member. Unfortunately, I can see that on your little icon, unless it's a secret setting that you've set up or something. But that'll be out tomorrow. But basically, there's some tells, no further updates, but there's some tells, some nods, some implications, if that's the word, they're implying it, you know. Quick kick-off, St Johnstone zipping the ball around. St Mirren, I beg your pardon. Celtic have won it straight away. Couple of crisp first touch passes between O'Reilly, Johnson and McGregor in midfield here. And between Johnson and O'Reilly, they've picked their spot and they're going to attack down the right-hand side. Johnson comes inside to Abada, edge of the box, who knocks it for Rio, who then plays the ball into the box. There's a penalty shout already, 30 seconds in, on Abada. His block being potentially being blocked there, but very crisp one-touch pass in there. Rio receives the ball after Abada's caught it from Johnson on the edge of the box, and he goes to play it first time on the backward step. Abada's still appealing it of sorts, like, hey, that was a foul. There's no look at it. Score predictions from me, Vision VR, is I'm going for 4-0 Celtic. I predicted this kind of team. I got one or two positions wrong, but I predicted the defence, certainly. And I think for the defence we've got tonight, 4-0 is what we're going to get. Joe Hart, a big pump up. Let's hope it's not possession lost. And it is possession lost for Joe Hart. Bummer. And we're playing a wee bit of heady tennis. I think that's a possession loss for Alistair Johnson. Nice and early in the game. We've got some final on our hands versus... Yeah, we do have some final on our hands, Celtic versus Rangers. I'm very much looking forward to it. And I think Rangers fans will be going into that final prematurely optimistic, let's say. I think the Celtic team that played Rangers last time was nowhere near top gear, which we're more likely to be in come the final in so many ways. So yeah, I think it's going to be a great final. Anna SH, I own a Tesser, so you know I love you, Quinny. But where's Tesser playing? He's in centre defence, so we'll have a look out for him. But yeah, we're hoping he's going to concede 4 goals tonight. Sorry, Anna. We throw in there from St Mirren, got into the Celtic box, but it's cleared from Abada, and Jota's taking it on the run, beats the number 13 on the dribble. That'll be a successful duel. And then Jota, what a ball, by the way. Kyogo brings it down, but his touch is heavy, and it brings him away from centre of the pitch. But Jota switched that ball there from the right wing position all the way to in line with the penalty spot, but edge of the box. Kyogo brings it down out of the air, but his touch, you know, it brought him away from goal with his back to goal. And then by the time he's brought himself back around, tried to play it back in, it's been deflected up in the air. So it went out for a corner. Matt O'Reilly and Jota are standing over it. And it is going to be an in-swinger on the left foot. Sorare is on behind the goals. We'll have to see that. Hail, hail. But yeah, it doesn't beat the front post. It's cleared back out. And McGregor and O'Reilly are playing with it on the outside with Johnson in a little 3v3 situation with St Mirren. McGregor's going to play Starfelt on the right-hand side, okay? Kobayashi on the left-hand side is on the ball. He's then going to play it out for Juranovic. And now we're going to see Starfelt in the Carter Vickers role. Looks great. Lovely pass from Starfelt there into Johnson, who's 20 yards out on the wide side. He plays it into Jota. On the edge of the box, by the way, I can't even fully describe the direction all these players are travelling in because they're all totally different to each other. But we're knocking it around the right wing position, twisting so many knots, it's hard to describe. Jota has beat about 3 guys in different passing segments here. O'Reilly and Rio linking up very well with Alistair Johnson as well. Very nice segment of play there. Very confident play from Celtic early on. Very clinical play. So we're seeing it again. Kyogo, he's had his back to goal. He's done a lovely Cruyff turn. Faced himself up. And then he's got himself into having a long-range shot from the edge of the box. But he's hit it off the back of the player that resulted in that corner that we just had. But yeah, great tempo from Celtic. 3 minutes in, man. And some good action we've seen already. Why are no Celtic games on Sky anymore? I don't know. It's pretty criminal. Celtic games at home are almost never on Sky anyway. It's almost always away games. Celtic get great season ticket revenue. And even tonight, like I've paid £12 at Celtic TV to watch this game. So it's a very firm revenue model they have. And I don't really discourage them from it. I like supporting them in this manner. I would much rather they had something. I'm always a big fan of the model that the Russian Premier League took on YouTube Premium. I would very much encourage the Scottish League to do something in that mould. Olympic manager, ZM Star, Ian Sorare, good to see all you legends back in the house. Darren McLaughlin, good to see you. Any links to watch it? It's just, I've not even tried. I just went to Celtic TV and paid the £12. Thoughts on links with Kevin Nisbet? I think they're premature. I don't think they're going to go anywhere. He's 25. At best, like, you want somebody that's better than Giakoumakis. There's no point selling him to downgrade. 0 point at all. I would be furious if that happened, to be quite frank. But yeah, we're at the 5-minute mark here, and we're still playing around on the right-hand side with Starfelt, Johnson, Abada, the main protagonists out here, with Rio and Kyogo being the centerpieces that we're trying to link out with. And Rio tried a first-time pass there, loses possession, confronts the players across the middle of the pitch, and is retreating with play there now, contrary to many vocal descendants or dissiders, or whatever the word is. Anyway, Rio's on the ball, looking good anyway now, linking up some passes, winning a wee duel perhaps. And 5 minutes in, how are the points doing? Johnson on a 40, Starfelt 36. Nothing else of majorly note. Tesser 41, by the way, Anna. MVP of the match so far. Lovely, lovely play from Celtic to this point. Starfelt and Kobayashi. Look at that left-footed pass. Zings it out there to Rio. Rio McGregor. Here we go, guys, by the way. Kobayashi season. Rio, back to UK. Let's see some left-footed, son. Let's see it. Oh, zips it right out there. But Rio's just not got a firm first foot to that ball. And we UK, number 18, by the way. It just, guys, tell me that doesn't just look, it feels like a glove, doesn't it? It's like a magic glove. If you're in Scotland, you know what a magic glove is. One size fits all. They're magic. You know, they're always like £1. Or they used to always be £1. How much are magic gloves nowadays? I know Freddo's used to be 10p, and that's a long gone memory at this point. But magic gloves, are they still £1? DCV injured or rested? I'm going to say rested. So there's absolutely no reason to play him. You can rest him against Morton as well. There's plenty of guys to give minutes to here. And like I said, guys, like, not to smell my own farts or anything, right? But like, when I'm talking about Celtic on the Celts Are Here podcast, I think it's very clear to see that the season is broken into very firm segments that we've been identifying on the Celts Are Here flagship podcast with me and Declan. And that Rangers game, and then the Cup semi-final, and that's at the end of a chapter, you know. New signings are in now. We've got this game at home at St Mirren, where this is how they're going to play. We've then got Greenock on Saturday, and we know how that's going to go. And then it sets out this next chapter that leads into winning the league and securing a treble. You know, that's how I kind of see it. So I think CCV is just a great week for him to take off, man, you know, and give some other guys some minutes. And, you know, he's not losing anything by it. He plays all the time. He's a main guy. Curly Whirlies were 10p. I think Curly Whirlies, were they not a 15p? And twice the size they are now. Yeah, probably that's right as well. Anyone know any free streaming replacements for his goal? I try Sport Lemon. It does work sometimes, but last time I tried it, it didn't work at all. It was just ads on every link. Missed the start was Kobayashi starting a surprise. Not for me, Chrissy Quirk. If you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, I predicted 11. I did put it on YouTube Shorts as well. I had Kobayashi, Juranovic, Alistair Johnson in the back four. I only had Starfelt and CCV wrong. I did get Abada for Maeda wrong and O'Reilly for Moy wrong, but by the by, I'll take the wins in defence because no one else predicted that. Celtic should easily get this with a 2 or 3-0, to be honest. Hashman, I'd totally agree with you. I think 4-0. That's my prediction. We're looking lively down the left. McGregor even driving down the left wing there. But almost 8 minutes into the game, and I'm feeling an urgency from the team that we need to score. There's pressure on getting something over the line here at this point. UK, big left-footed centre-back, by the way. What a pass into Rio. And we would not have got that out of Starfelt or Jens. And again, lovely ball into, I'm not too sure who that was there from Rio, but they played it then to Jota. But Jota's lost out a tackle there. Maybe a Tesser, by the way. We've got the ball back. It's Rio and Jota out on the left-hand side with O'Reilly in support. O'Reilly, Jota inside here for Johnson. Alistair Johnson's over in the left wing now. You know how it goes at Celtic. And he goes to do a kind of pivot turn to receive the ball. It doesn't even touch it. St Mirren gain possession. Interception kind of thing from Starfelt. Maybe some good points for him racking up there. And good play from Celtic, man. Very confident. We're looking very, very good. CCV not starting probs helps you. This game week totally wipes out every CCV team, you know. So I think the teams I've got that have some hope Carter Vickers being known DNP, some of these teams have way more life in them. Even this with Maeda on the bench is no big shakes because he's going to get off the bench, guaranteed. You know, Kobayashi starting, brilliant. You know, whatever. So yeah, I've got a few teams I'm quite excited for because of the DNPs that do hurt so many other people in this very shallow game week anyway. And the Dundee United game takes out goalkeepers, takes out defenders, takes out a lot of options for a lot of people. So anyone that still has any sort of lifeline left in this game week, I think you should be very excited and optimistic. Defo 10p, you're obviously younger than me. Yeah, well, I was born in 88, so that'll tell you. I'm sure currently Burnley was a 15p, or Fredo's in 10p, Chompa 10p. Currently, Worley feels like 15p to me. And then the crisps, were the crisps 10p or 20p? I forget. The Space Invaders and all that. Oh, no way. 1-0 St Mirren. Flags up. Woohoo! Oh, flags up. Big ball guy scored it with a 0 on his back. Is it Main? VAR will investigate it. It might still stand. Let's see. So Conor Main wins on a flick-on header. Kobayashi looks to head it away. Somebody touches it back into the defensive area. It's then kind of bobbling around, gets skied in the air. And then, oh, I think he's onside. And then the ball gets flicked on. Curtis Main looks to break the line and score a goal. I think that's onside. I think that's 1-0 St Mirren. I think that's onside. McGregor's playing him on, I think. Is that a clear and obvious error? It's on the frame, isn't it? What frame they stop at? When was the ball actually hit? I guess is where it comes into. That's where they need to decide. That's all I'm saying. This is the decision-making process they should be going through. But no, I guess it's a goal. No, so for a goal, I think it's always the right decision should stand. I think, isn't it? Right, what is the rule? It is offside. Clean sheet is intact, guys. Party time, okay, but questions are now wanted for answers. Is the rule that they intervene? I think for a goal, by the way, it should always be the right outcome. That looked onside to me. Unless the rule is like, because McGregor's leg that plays him onside is not contact with the ground, it's in the air. I've got questions from that. I don't think that's a clear... That gives me questions. We're crossing the ball in from the left, by the way, and Abada almost had a tap-in. But somebody made a clearance header there. Celtic are really popping around now, the edge of the box. It's a bit nippy. Celtic are off the hook here. Clean sheet still intact. They're going to say, listen, guys, let's get it up here. UK out to the left. Oh, Jota plays it on for McGregor on the left wing at the byline. Brings it in. Jota and Rio link up some passes on the left wing, but Jota's retreating to the halfway line to find Yuki Kobayashi. Drops it inside for McGregor now. And we're just doing this build-up play along the halfway line, and St Mirren are not shy with closing us down. We've now managed to play it into Juranovic and attacking mid, into O'Reilly, who beats a man, tries to play Kyogo in, but then because he's had to beat the man, he's not really in a position to pass the ball. He's confronted with someone else, and then the ball goes out of play ultimately. I'm not too sure if that's a corner or a goal kick. It probably is a goal kick. Yeah, it's a goal kick. I can tell from the way everyone's walking away. Used to get £1 minimum mixture for the ice cream van. You'd get a full bag. Now you get 2 Freddos. You're right there, Ian Sorare. Wim the Tim, fist bump. Thanks for joining us, my man. The home games are rarely on Sky. Very rarely. You never get a home game unless maybe it's an Old Firm or something. Never got home games on the telly. And here, I don't mind watching the odd home game for 12 quid because I would pay for a ticket. But number one, it's probably sold out to an extent, and it can't really be arsed. It's a miserable night. And watching it with you guys is fun as well, you know. Alistair Johnson, Abada on the right wing. By the way, Abada beats his man, gets into the box. Abada cuts it for O'Reilly, and then O'Reilly tries to do a wee cutback passy thing while taking the ball to the byline. It gets blocked. It's out for a corner, and O'Reilly's going to go and take it. UK and Starfelt are up for the corner. The big men go up for corners still. We're not really been scoring many corners this season, and we know what it was like with Jens beginning of the season, scoring goals from defence. Here we go! Oh, UK! Oh, UK! Oh, yes! 1-0 Celtic! Abada! 1-0! Corner comes in, by the way. Starfelt or somebody gets a head onto it, bounces out. UK gets at least one bite at the cherry there. It bounces off the post, and then Abada smashes it in 1-0 to the hoops. There's about 3 or 4 chances there. I don't know if we're going to get a raft of big chances missed clock in, by the way. But 1-0 to Celtic, Liel Abada with the goal. I don't think we're going to get anyone on the assist for that. Hearts scored. Guess who, Quinny? Oh my God. Guess who's maybe Shankland or Snodgrass? 1-0 Hearts. Shankland or Snodgrass? Please be Snodgrass. So Starfelt so Alistair Johnson has a flick-on header. Starfelt has an instep volley on it. Goalkeeper saves it. Come to Kobayashi. He smashes it off the post. And it comes to Abada. I don't know if we're going to get a raft of BCMs, but for Starfelt, Shinny. OG. Bummer. Starfelt on a 45. Don't think we're going to get a BCM. That's good. The Starfelt's right up to a 45 now. Shot on target. Made the goalkeeper save it. He did get a shot on target there. And Kobayashi hit the post, I think. Janelli. Abada, always good for a goal. Always good for a goal. He's so clinical. He's got a nose, Abada. He's got a nose that just knows where to be. And that kind of... Everyone loves about Giakoumakis. One-touch finishes. Chaos. Loves it in the box and all that and whatever. Abada's got that blood. Abada's got that running through his veins as well. Like, I was saying this to McBride and Hendo. In another team, Liel Abada is Jamie Vardy. Like, see, for Leicester, like, he could do that job exactly like Jamie Vardy. No problem at all. He could do that for any team that would want to play in that style. Liel Abada, he's that clinical, he's that direct, and he's got that sense of, in that kind of situation, where to be at the right time, and he's cold-blooded enough to take those chances. Where Abada falls down is when he's on his heels and he's needing to do something with the ball. Abada on the front foot with other people backpedaling, lethal. Lethal. And in that situation, can play for anyone in the world, in my opinion. Goal by Janelli is what Google's saying on my phone, by the way, but Sorare Data says OG for Shinny. And it's all about what Sorare Data says. Oofed. Good save, by the way. Is that Joe Hart? Nice. Get some 8A on the go. Diving save. Shot from edge of the box. Oofed. Nice. Go on, Abada. Abada season, guys. How good is it? So Abada hits this kind of form. We know the form Maeda's in. We know the form Kyogo's in. Is Jota the weak link now at the moment? On form. On form. Is Jota the weak link in this team? On form. Flag is up. These refs all look like pensioners. 2 seconds, guys. I've got some caramels. Got a wee snack to enjoy the game with for you guys. A wee set of caramel buttons. Debut goal for Abada for my club. Charlie Dunbar. Fist bump. Love to hear that, my man. Hope you're flying high still. Yeah, I think like when the Tim is saying maybe we've got lucky with that. And yeah, like unless I miss it, for me, VAR's to step in for a goal. I think a goal and a penalty, that's the kind of stuff it steps in for. But the reasonable doubt, so they're the only things that can intervene in. And if it's like a clear and obvious error, is also another buzzword that we get around it. So, but with a goal and with offside, I think VAR's meant to, I don't know if it's meant to rule. I don't know. You mentioned Abada on your Road to Glory video, and look what happens. Olympic manager, he's in the Road to Glory vote as well, by the way. Let me show you this, guys. So, on the channel, I do a Road to Glory series where you guys nominate players, and then I preview them on the channel, and I do it for like players all over the world. And this week, somebody nominated Abada, and you know, he made the final. So I've got a poll now. It's on the, so if you go to the main channel, and then hit that community tab, there's a poll here, okay? So you just vote for who you think I should play and keep in my team. Then whoever nominated Abada, I forget who it is, but they'll win the second place card. The third place card, I'm going to give that away to somebody who interacts with this post. There's only 11 people interacted here, so it's a 1 in 11 chance of winning Malone, who's an under-23 forward, as it stands at the moment. So feel free to enter that. If you need an account, if you haven't started playing Sorare yet, there's a link in the bio. You'll actually get a free limited anyway by hitting that link, supporting the channel, and buying yourself 5 limiteds at any price. You'll get a free card. You can do anything you want with it, yada yada. But Abada is in the Road to Glory video. So if you want to check out that, feel free to do so. There's me at Hampden the other day. But yeah. So yeah, we've got Abada in that. So remember to vote for who I should keep in my team. I'd love it to be Abada. 1-0 to Kelly. Who are Kelly playing? I've not got any SO5 action in that match. When is Taylor back, Quinny? I picked him up during the week. So I've got Taylor down. 2 seconds, I'll check my board. So Taylor's injury happened in the Old Firm game, the Glasgow Derby game, on the 2nd of January. And it was a hamstring injury. Now, for me, a hamstring injury ranges between 2 to 8 weeks, depending on the grade of it and exactly what's happened here. St Mirren are attacking us, by the way. UK Kobayashi and Starfelt in a 2v2 situation. Big UK stands them up. Cool, calm and collected, by the way. And yeah, faultless situation. Great. I hope that's maybe a last man tackle or something. Wouldn't that be jammy? But it's a block. Wins a duel and all that kind of stuff. UK looks class, man. So glad I've got him. But yeah, so that happened on the 2nd. I reckon the hamstring injury generally 2 to 8 weeks. And in my mind, I said 6 weeks is the only SO5 utility-wise what I'm planning to lose him for. So that's all I can tell you about the state of Taylor. As I get more info, we'll bring it to you. But St Mirren equally get a corner thanks to the Kobe clearance, or the UK clearance. They've actually been quite dangerous, St Mirren, at set pieces like this and a couple of long throws. We're at 21 minutes in. Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. Very feisty 1-0, by the way, as I say. St Mirren, I know I've just said it, but you know they've had about 3 attempts on goal now. I think they probably should be 1 each. Is that a clear and obvious error? Pablo Bro, no problem, my man. Oh, Kelly are playing Rangers? No way! They're winning 1-0. That's amazing. Like, I'm not saying this to be a dick or anything, right? But I genuinely don't really pay attention to Rangers for the most part. They don't even have Sorare cards. Why would I? St Mirren, by the way, counter-attacked again. Big Starfelt and Alistair Johnson. Stand the man up. Doing very, very well, by the way. Oh, yeah, he was offside in the first place. But good recovery situation from both of them. Starfelt looks much better on that side of the pitch, man. Maybe we want to keep Starfelt. Maybe CCV gets sold in the summer. Ooh. Jota has a very flat head. Yeah, it seems to. He does have a big hair, but, you know, so a big hair does. Oh, it is 1-0 killing. Let's keep these scores alive, eh? Armstrong, by the way, he was electric against Celtic. I was at Hampden for the semi-final, and this guy, I thought, by the way, I need to look at him, and I forgot. He's a bargain. He's a bargain, by the way. He's a talent for the SPFL. Wow, look at him. Get him, guys. Get him. He's a good player. He was good against Celtic, very good. I like this McKenzie guy as well. I don't think he's that great or anything, but I think he's been there for a while and he had a lot of promise as a youngster. And he's quite a direct winger. This guy Stokes is the one with the goal. And yeah, 1-0 to the Killie, eh? Derek McInnes, he'll be raging with himself deep down, won't he? How does he sleep at night after this? Helping us and hurting them, you know, like... Pablo Bro, loving it. 2 home wins would be lovely tonight. Yeah, 2 home wins would be absolutely smashing. 3 home wins would be even better for me. And I want Snodgrass to run the show in this game, I really do. I actually need Scales to do well as well. So I need both of them to score well somehow together simultaneously. But at the 23rd minute now, Joe Hart is exchanging passes with Starfelt and UK. And we're getting into a lovely shape here. And you're seeing that symmetry. Why it's so important that we have that left-footed side to have from that outlet from the goalkeeper. It just gives us the angles. It gives us the shape we need to allow all these other pieces that we're moving around in such a sophisticated way to be maximised. The inverted fullbacks, the roaming, the wild midfielders that we have, and the we never stop talented strikers. Won the Rovers. Pablo Bro, what's the Rovers score? And who are Rovers are we talking about? Blackburn, I'm guessing? Don't know what Blackburn cards you may or may not have. Let me know what's up, guys. Yuki Kobayashi, by the way. He's getting me so excited. Hatate. Down the left-hand side, Hatate tries to cut inside and beat the man. He's won a corner. It's a bit jammy, by the way. Don't know if that was a corner, but we've got a corner. Accurate final third passes for UK. He's on 3 of them already. 22 accurate passes already. This is good to see. What has let him down is 3 duels lost. That's hurting points-wise thus far. And a foul. Kobayashi and Starfelt attacking this corner. None of them getting on the end of it. Good delivery on the right-hand side from... Is that Jota? Hard to tell now. Abada on the right-hand side. Trying to play triangle moves with O'Reilly and Johnson. But O'Reilly hits it a wee bit too hard. And Johnson is forces a duel and ultimately wins us a throw-in down at the corner flag on the right-hand side. Alistair Johnson is going to take the throw-in. We're at 25.5 minutes. And yeah, guys, everyone's moving around in a little shape here. It's a 3v4 against Celtic. We're trying to throw the ball to Rio. We're going to try and bring it down. Goal kick. Yeah. Wasted opportunity. Wasted territory. What are we thinking will happen? GG staying or going? GG's going, man. He's not in the squad at all tonight. And the word on the street is like he's sore from the game. That was his bye. That's him now. He's going to pack up his stuff. Get himself ready. He's going to be flying to Japan. What day is today? Thursday? I guarantee you he's flying to Japan next week or something. Whenever the training camps start for the J-League, he's going to be there for it. It feels like it's all done. Maybe MLS, maybe Atlanta United have just moved Joseph Martinez on to Atlanta. Atlanta United have just moved on Joseph Martinez to Inter Miami. So that very much frees up the potential for them to sign a Giakoumakis. Squad, salary-wise, everything. They're the ones that have been interested in him. I would love Giakoumakis at Atlanta United in the MLS. Love to see him there over Urawa for personal reasons, for utility. It would be absolutely smashing. I could play him with Wanyama. I could play him with Lewis Morgan. I could play him with Ryan Gold. I could play him with some really fun cards. And I need a super rare forward in that territory, so that would be good. That's what I think will happen with GG. He's leaving. Atlanta United, Urawa Red, one of them two. Unless someone else comes in right at the last and tries to snipe him in a more prestigious environment, which I'm not really up for. I'm really happy for him to be going to Atlanta or Urawa. Fantastic outcomes on SO5. O'Reilly's got himself up to a 54 point. I'm going to guess that's going to be a lot of penalty box entries and stuff. He's on a double-double. So what's he got? 3 positive duels, 2 tackles. Attempted assist as well. Penalty area entries, 2 of them. And accurate final third passes, 7. Shot individual brilliance here, makes it into the box, but then he's tackled quite roughly. St Mirren do come out with the ball, and they're going to try and play it out there right-hand side and counter-attack, but Yuki Kobayashi does great, man. Takes the guy out of the game legally. It's not a free kick. We're still playing on. Alistair Johnson's in centre mid now with McGregor. Plays it back to Yuki. Yuki gives it to Callum. McGregor, who plays the ball up on the left-hand side to Juranovic. And Juranovic is going to play it back to Yuki Kobayashi. Left centre-back position on the halfway line. Yuki strokes it to Starfelt, drop it into a sweeper position. And then he plays it out to Johnson on the right. Johnson, big ball down the channel, by the way. Try to play a bad on the inside. Number 3 has to hook it out. Another Celtic corner. Great direct play there from Alistair Johnson. Great to see that from him. Yeah, Jota, we shout for a foul there. But yeah, we cannot grumble with that offside call that went earlier. Corner goes in. Corner main heads into there. Bicycle kick attempt from someone. No cigar. St Mirren clear it. Is it going to go for a throw in? It is. Jota's maybe hurt his wrist in his bicycle kick attempt. Hoping we sign Nisbet. Gordon Murray. Really? Nah, man. Nah. We don't want Nisbet. Sayakur. Fist bump, my man. You're saying 2-0 to Celtic? Let's hope to see it. I think Nisbet, Quinny. What do you think of him? Not for Celtic. I think he's great for Sorare. I think he's great for Hibs. But I don't see him at Celtic. I really don't. Like, he's 25. He doesn't really fit any of the boxes that we want. And, like, yeah, we need a slightly different profile that's like Giakoumakis, but we need one that is markedly better. There's no point in selling Giakoumakis to get Nisbet. That's old Celtic. That's, like, the Dark Ages stuff. You know what I mean? We've got an elite level of depth. And letting Giakoumakis go, to give it a, you know, I love Turnbull, right? But it's not even as good as having Turnbull on the bench, having Nisbet on the bench, if that makes sense, comparable to the best choices. And when it comes to next season, when we're going to get really ambitious and really excited again, you're not going to want Nisbet on the bench. Trust me. For SO5, Nisbet's brilliant. And I don't think Celtic are sincerely interested in him. I think that's all wishful thinking and paper talk, to be honest with you. John McFarlane thinks the Cho deal is back on. Now, I've seen that there was a murmuring that the Cho deal could be back on, and I think it is about the right player. And if Cho is willing to come back to the table and go, I've taken my medicine, I'm bought in, I'm in, let's do it, guys, then I think we'll open the door and say, on you come, wee man, let's have you. And it could be Cho. Because it's about the right guy. And if he is the right guy and he wants to come, then I don't think there's going to be any more hurdles and the deal will get done. O'Reilly standing over a very promising free kick. 30 minutes into the game here. On the left-hand side, O'Reilly crosses it in. Oh, Starfelt meets the header. He's claiming for a corner. Are we getting it? Yeah, we're getting the corner. I think Starfelt's lucky there, by the way. I think that was a ballooner of a header. But we've got the corner out of it. So it'll be a blocked shot. Oh, flick on from McGregor. The corner comes to the edge of the box, and then Rio tries to volley it from like 30 yards. It smashes off a player and goes out for a throw-in. Oh, man, Starfelt pushing a 60. Is he outscoring what Carter Vickers would be doing at this point in a game? I know CCV is a boss, right? But I don't know if he scores this well in first halves normally. Starfelt could be on for a monumental score. Yuki Kobayashi's maybe not too far behind him. He's zipping passes around to McGregor. Out to Rio on the left now. Out to Jota. Wide left. Jota's trying to dance down that line. Comes inside to Rio. Some nice play on the left-hand side between Juranovic, Rio and Jota. There's a shout for a foul or two, but we're playing on through it. And the passing's just a wee bit off there from Jota. It misses O'Reilly and Kyogo. Goes all the way to the kind of sweeper at St Mirren, who clears it long. And Joe Hart successfully completing another pass there. A wee bit of sweeper keeper action maybe for Joe Hart. Keeper sweeper. That might come on, by the way. We might be on for a keeper sweeper there. Kobayashi forward through to Hatate. Hatate finds, is this Abada in the box? Comes back out, but Abada's on the left, not so O'Reilly. He's out on the left-hand side, comes in, plays it to Hatate, who's wide left. And then we're getting that 3v3 wide play again. Try to play the ball into the box, but St Mirren just got one body too many. And yeah, the pass isn't quite there. Pablo, bro, I've got a £25-ish budget for a forward in the SPL. Any suggestions? Well, I got a badder for like 20 quid. It will feature in basically every game, is how I feel about him, you know. And you can check the Road to Glory video. I recommend the Road to Glory video, Pablo, because that's where all the best shouts are. There's 3 episodes. Check them all out. And if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, I've been releasing shorts of all the ones that didn't make the videos. So all those shorts, some of them will be duplicates, but a lot of them is like new content that's not on the video. So check through them. You can also access the watch list. That's in the description of all the Road to Glory videos. That's on Sorare Data. You can go and see all the players that have been suggested at your own discretion. What are your thoughts on the Sorare announcement? I'm a little frustrated having spent the last few months building a John Book stack. Yeah. I think for Korea, it looks to be shit now in terms of how it's panned out. The loss of active game week potential is huge, but I think like if you are sacked on John Book, I think if you're playing best ball NBA style, if they also equate the rules to equal such a thing, then I think you're laughing, man. Because those game weeks, you're getting 2 bites at getting the best score possible. That's brilliant. Especially with a full team, if you've got like a week, you know how they're going to rotate all these teams. When you stack them as hard as you have, you can forecast the team well enough. And I think your win frequency might be improved in the All-Star setting and maybe the U23 setting. Obviously in Asia, the whole landscape has changed. But in some of these other settings, I think your win frequency might be improved. Personally. GG goes, Joseph will leave in the summer. You think so, John McFarlane? That could be a good shout. I'm not in a rush, man. Like I did say, man, maybe we loan Ralston out or something, because I think coming in the Champions League next year, man, imagine we had Juranovic right back as our number 1. I know selling him for like 6 million is so exciting and everyone's dying to do it so we can say, oh, look at the players we're selling for money. But I'm much more excited going into the Champions League next year with the Croatian fucking #1 right back in our team rather than wherever he's going to end up, along with Kobayashi and Kyogo! I think that's a Tati with an assist, by the way. 2-0 Celtic. It's a lob. I kind of missed some of it there, but I seen how it went in. 2-0 to the hoops. Here we go. Oh, love that. Yes, here we go. Best ball would be amazing. Can you have a chat with your mates at Sorare? They listen to the content, I think, you know, for the most part. Hatate gets the assist, guys. We are cooking. Let's see the replay here. So it comes from McGregor, plays it wide left. I think we're onside here. Ball's out wide left from Rio. He breaks the offside trap with Kyogo. And Kyogo, what a chip, by the way. He lifts the ball so high and drops it down. Like, in such a short distance. Drops it under the bar. Hatate, what a ball. Kyogo, what a finish. That is fucking sexual. 2-0 to the hoops. 35 minutes in. 4-0 is on the cards, guys. Here we go. Double decisive for Quinny here. Confirmed goal is locked in from VAR. Definite onside. We're getting lines for this. We never get lines for the St Mirren one. That is going to be contentious, I must admit. This team looks like it's up and alive anyway. Let's see how well it does. But this team, oh, clean sheet bonuses. Let's keep them going. That defender Hatate is going to be OP. Let's keep McGregor on the pitch for as long as possible and everything else. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're looking good, guys. We're going again. Abada on the right wing, by the way, guys. We're playing quick and we're playing lean. Straight out again, 36 minutes. It came out to Abada on the right wing. He went across. It's a Celtic corner. The tempo is relentless. It could be 4-0 for half time at this rate. Celtic are all over it here. And, handball shout. That's not a handball. That can't be given. Right. UK and Starfelt are choking to score from a corner tonight. I can feel it. UK especially. O'Reilly swings it in on the left foot. Front post from Starfelt. No, Johnson that is again, by the way. Oh, back post. Oh. Second ball comes in there from Abada, I think. And Jota's at the back post sliding in, but he's just not got enough room. Alistair Johnson, by the way. If you've got an Alistair Johnson card, he's at the front post. At every corner. He's going to get a cheeky assist or a cheeky goal. He's going to get penalty area points and stuff like that. AJ defender card, by the way. Passes in the final third and such. He's at the front post at every corner I've seen tonight. This could get ugly, Charlie Dunbar. 1-1 with Rangers. Boo. Who scored for them? Tubby and Sakala. 2-0 Hearts. No decisive for me. Hatate, 65. I think that's the midfielder. My defender card should be scoring better, I think. It's kind of hard to tell. John McFarlane. UK is playing well. AJ, my right back. John McFarlane, great shout. Great taste. Here we go down the left. By the way, Juranovic steaming down the left here. There's space for Celtic to run into. Jota, one-on-one on the left wing. Has a wee dribble, cuts inside to Rio, who's in that playmaker position. He plays the ball right inside to Alistair Johnson in centre mid. Sprays it out right to Abada, wide right. He comes into the box, comes inside on his left foot. Plays it to Johnson on the overlap or O'Reilly. Neither of them get to it. The St Johnson player is forced to clear it for a throw-in. Very repeatable patterns of play we're seeing here, guys, from Celtic. Absolutely dominating on the SO5 scores. Look at JJ's score right now, 47.8. Abada, we've got a 3-on-3 here. Abada, JJ, Abada, AJ, and O'Reilly making a lovely 3v3 out on the right side quite a lot. Not really seen it result in many penalty area entries yet, but they're linking up well. There's a bit of synergy coming. No two ways about it. All the assists are rocking in as well. Jota PCM. I've got a notification from Hendo in a group chat. Maybe not. Not been credited with it, I don't think so. Yuki's not got one. Maybe they've fixed the BCM, because the BCM, big chance missed is what I'm saying for anyone who doesn't know. The big chance missed used to be a little bit broken. So it was just like shots on target, kind of, that were like within the box. And sometimes the wild ones, like maybe the UK one and that Jota one, you're like, is that really a big chance missed? So maybe they've fixed that problem. Alistair Johnson's running into space, wide right, by the way. He's one-on-one with a bald guy. Comes inside to Rio. Rio's got some support with McGregor and others, but it's down with Yuki. Centre mid. Yuki plays it left-footed, of course he does. Out to JJ, who's playing centre mid. JJ back to Yuki Kobayashi. Takes it on his... Oh! Yuki Kobayashi, cool as a cucumber. Right foot, left foot, beats the man. We're going back out on the right-hand side now. And it's Alistair Johnson and Abada linking up. 2v2 edge of the box. They've got a number 3 coming in to support. I think it's McGregor. McGregor wide right. Let's see it, son. McGregor plays it to AJ and he's going to underlap him and come inside. McGregor on the inside. Plays it to Rio, edge of the box. Rio is going to play McGregor. No, he's not. Rio is going to play it back to Yuki. Back in the sweeper position. Yuki left-footed. Swings that out to Abada on the right. Abada plays the overlap for AJ. AJ plays the front post. We've got no one there, but St Johnson, St Mirren clear it out for a throw-in. BCM is in now, is it? It is, yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Starfelt on a 63, by the way. I don't remember Carter Vickers having a game like this in the first half of this season. Abada on a 71 is huge as well. And that's Abada can do this from the bench. See exactly what he's got points for right now. Like, look at this. One shot, one contest won, one big chances created, one attempted assist, one penalty area entry. He can do that in like 2 actions from the bench in any given game, as well as score the goal, which has given them the decisive score of 60, of course. So like Abada is always viable for me. Always viable, because this right now, if you got this from the bench, you're not going to give a fuck. Like, and getting it from the start's brilliant, and we hope he scores more. We hope he gets an 80 or a 90 or something even better. But this is what Abada gives you. He's about 20 quid for a limited. That's why I featured him on the Road to Glory series, and why I think he's a great shout at limited level. Because that limited capped where you can win £5 a week, having a striker like this, it's 20 quid, and a dominant team. AJ's coming down the right again, by the way. We're really trying to focus down their left now. I don't know if we can smell blood in the water. AJ's bossing it. No one can pull him off the ball. Inside for McGregor. Plays it to Rio. Bit of a foul there on O'Reilly. It's going to be play on. And St Mirren are going to try and play out. But Big Starfelt gets us back on the ball. Wins us a throw-in by bullying that guy. Maybe a dual one success. I don't know. Rio's going to take the throw-in. Yuki's got the ball in the sweeper position. Yuki gives it to Callum McGregor. McGregor's going to marshal us up the pitch and get the play going. It's 2-0 Celtic. It's the 41st minute, going on the 42nd. I smell a third goal coming. Juranovic out in the left-back position, but he's very much doing the Taylor job, being that inverted full-back centre-mid type. And it feels like this is the best Celtic team we've laid out, to be quite honest with you, in a lot of ways. The passing angles that we're getting from Starfelt and from Yuki has been brilliant. I'd love to see Yuki play with Carter Vickers. I don't think we'll see that on Saturday. I think we'll probably see Starfelt and Yuki, and then Yuki and Carter Vickers is probably how it's going to run the next couple of games, in my opinion. Juranovic bombing down the left. Gets Jota on the front foot, time and space. He's 1v1 wide left. Comes inside, beats his man. He's got another man to beat. Turns back on himself. He's got 1v2 now. Takes it down the line on the burst. Crosses it in. Header. Attempted assist for Jota, for O'Reilly. Doesn't quite win it. It comes out to the wide right with Abada. He has a wee dribble, gets into the box. Plays it out to McGregor on the edge of the box. McGregor plays it wide right for AJ. AJ is going to play it back to Starfelt in the right back position. And Starfelt's going to go into centre mid where Yuki Kobayashi is on the centre circle. Yuki Kobayashi is in the centre defensive mid spot now, basically, along with Starfelt. And they're now stringing passes with McGregor. And we're really pushing the team into the final third. And we're going to try and make an opening here with Rio Hatate on the left. Playing the ball to Jota. There's 3 St Mirren defenders facing the 2 of them up. They're pushed them out to the box. Rio finds a lovely pass around that wall to Juranovic, who's in the attacking mid spot. The play kind of comes back to Yuki. Left-footed pass, wide right to Alistair Johnson. First time ball, lovely. AJ's coming back inside into midfield. And he's going to tell Starfelt to peel out wide for him again. But Starfelt's coming back inside and playing it to Hart. And we're going to see the ball go from Hart to Yuki. Probably not. It's going to go from Hart to Starfelt. And we're going to cycle our way into Alistair Johnson on the right-hand side, inverted midfielder, with O'Reilly peeling out wide on Osabada. And yeah, we've got a bit of a 4v4 situation out in the wide right. It's bobbling around. It's going to be breaking now for St Mirren, maybe. Starfelt gets himself back there, wins a duel, and clears it for a throw-in. 43rd, basically 44th minute. We're almost at half-time. Almost at half-time. Now, bear with me, guys. We're almost at half-time. Before we get there, I did this earlier and it worked. I've still not worked out if it was actually worthwhile doing or not, but I'm going to do it now. So bear with me. A wee ad's going to pop on screen. Right, we're almost at half time. I'll do it at half time, right? Do it at half time. See if it pays me a few quid. Oh, I want to see. Please do like the stream. I can see now that I've got this page open. There's 65 views here, only 19 likes. Please, can we get the likes up to 30? Make me feel a lot better about myself. Ball's bouncing around. We're almost at the 45th minute here. Celtic want a third goal. I can feel it. We're not linking up too many passes together as of yet. In this little spell that we're on, we're all the way back to Joe Hart from the attacking third tier. Yuki Kobayashi has been silk. He's on 43 points already. I can't wait. This is a great Celtic performance. I wish I had Kobayashi in the... No, Maeda's going to come off the bench and do great. I'm sure it... Oh, by the way, Alistair Johnson, what a ball for Rio. And Rio kind of knew he wasn't going to get there before he didn't get there. We've got 1 minute of added time. Yeah, almost at half time. The goalkeeper is taking his sweet time. Apologies if you just had to suffer an advert. Liam Scales has conceded a penalty. No! No! Liam Scales is on 4 points. Snoddy's only on 45. Come on, Snoddy, get the finger out. Play's getting a bit frantic, by the way. St Mirren are pressing us an hour and a half with 3 or 4 players right before the half-time whistle. Let's keep it simple here. Yuki Kobayashi. Nice. Cool, calm and collected with McGregor. Love it. Oh, McGregor. At half-time. Nice. Nice. Sorry, lad. Didn't realise I didn't like the stream. Cammy boy, thank you very much, my man. And thanks to everyone who persevered there, as it were, with the advert that I put on. Hopefully, it puts a few quid in the tip jar, as it were. So I'll investigate the analytics on that later and get back to you. And hopefully it does help us out and you don't mind putting up on that at the odd time. Maybe now and again where it doesn't actually pee anyone off. So yeah, great results so far. I want to go and check out the leaderboards and see how we're getting on SO5 wise. Because I'm pretty excited now that I've got all these decisives in my favour all of a sudden. So let's go and have a peek. How are we doing team-wise? Looking good, man. Looking good. We're not anywhere exciting. I'm not seeing any green numbers. Specialist is up to 10th, by the way. How many points are we from the podium? 53 points. 53 points. Ah, UK and Snoddy. UK and Snoddy, come on, man. Both of you guys get decisives, and I'm getting onto that podium. That could be brilliant. This team's dead. But that's got a bit of life, guys. Cheer me on here. Yuki Kobayashi and Snodgrass. We need them to have some second halves of death. Hopefully get them 90 minutes each. That would be lovely. This is doing lovely. This is doing great. Clean sheet bonuses due to come. McGregor hopefully gets 90, but with a Water there, I'm not too sure he will. Probably should. Maeda's going to get good minutes, I think. And Kyogo's done the job, really. Already, Kyogo on 62 is kind of what you hope for going into a game week. If he does better than that, jackpot. This team's dead. And then Liam Scales is kind of taking the wind out of the sails of this team, I think, hasn't he? He's basically a DNP now. He needs a positive, decisive action to save his score. Because he's conceded the penalty, that means his decisive score is 15. And then his all-around is minus 10 as well. So he's actually had a horrible match. It's mainly with the goals conceded. He's lost a lot of points because they've conceded 4 goals in the match. His actual contribution hasn't been, minus the penalty conceded, hasn't been too shabby necessarily. Some clearances there, some good passing stats and whatever. But that's how the cookie crumbles. So we've only really got 2 teams running now. The main team, which is great. We want the main team still running. That's firing on all cylinders. Best case scenario really in the first half, I think. And this number 2 team is still the number 2 team. So good times to be had. The statistics overall for the match. Possession for Celtic, 78%. 11 total shots. 2 big chances. One of them was his Jota's. He missed it. I don't know if there's another BCM in the team. If you can locate that, let me know. 3 shots on target to Celtic, and St Mirren have had 2. St Mirren, I think it was onside. I think they probably should have had a goal in the game, to be quite frank. Passing accuracy has been good from Celtic. Total touches on the ball. Dual success is decent enough. Corners is lovely. We've got a lot of corners in this match. And the bench guys, like defence-wise, we've got Welsh and Ralston there, but I don't see them getting minutes tonight. I think we're going to see Haksabanovic, Moy, Maeda. Those 3 will definitely be in the first wave of subs, I think. And then between Iwata, Turnbull, and Forrest will be the second 2 subs that we get towards the end of the game. So if you have any of those players, expect some minutes, expect some points, and depending on how the cookie crumbles with the goals and everything, it could be absolutely perfect for you. There's a bunchies here. Please do like the stream. Hope you're enjoying the stuff. If you're thinking about buying any football gear, I do have an exclusive discount link to fanatics.com. They sell any type of sports gear you can think about. If you click on that link and buy something at checkout directly using one of those codes that I've got linked there, you'll get yourself a healthy discount, and I get a wee kickback from them, which is cool. Let me know what you think about the offside. Let me know what you think about all the action from the game if you're watching it along with me. If you're watching it through me, comment away. Let me know what you're thinking, what you're up to. My wee chocolate caramel nibbles. What a day it's been, guys. What a day it's been. Best ball would be amazing. You can have a chat with your mate. Oh, yeah, I think I caught that. Sorry. Tanser 55. Oh, well, he's on 49 now. But yeah, what a shame I didn't have any team and SH gutted. Yuki is playing very well. I agree. I think Yuki's been, honestly, like, I think if you've been watching Celtic, if you've been watching the Celtic this season and you don't see how clearly different it is having him in there, then I don't know what you've been paying attention to. I'm sorry. Because, like, what Yuki's able to do, some of those passing lanes, it's not even on the left-hand side. It's the ones where he can go inside of the left foot, out to the right back. The angle he can send the ball, the passing line that he can successfully execute on has got us in a few times tonight. Never mind the good stuff he can play on the left, and he has done on the left with Rio Hatate, you know. So yeah, I think and Starfelt's been brilliant. I think that's probably one of the best games I've seen from Starfelt domestically in terms of being in defence, not fucking a pass up, not getting caught in possession in two minds, what foot to take it on, what option to exercise. So I think it's been a good game from them. Jota's still managed to get himself on at 41 points despite the big chance missed that he's got, you know. So Jota's good enough to carry that. 3 attempted assists he's got. Wow, huge. 1 interception, that's lovely. The duels, he's not going to get successful ones of them. He's not going to tackle. He's not likely to pick up any defensive bonus points, but the final third passing and the attempted assists are brilliant point getters. As soon as he gets a decisive, Jota starts to fly, you know, so hopefully we see some of that second half as well. We're getting a nice little interview from Celtic TV with Haksabanovic. Just joined, Moan the Celts, wee Joe's Celtic description, fist bump, good to see you, thanks for joining us. Cammy, of course, fist bump to you. Curious about the NBA teams. What NBA team's mine? Oh, mate, I've got a beast of an NBA set up now. There's more content coming, but I dropped a video on Monday talking about the trades I've been doing. I did a trade to bring in a Halliburton. But look at this for the Commons, man. I'm flying high. I'm 60th in the Commons. I'm going to win a limited in Common. I don't watch basketball. I just know Sorare. I know this game and I know this platform, and I have got my buddies at Sorare Data. So I had good times, basketball teams as well. That's the star team, but Unique McGregor, the stud, the ultimate McGregor card, captain's armband, unique, first season issue, my pride and joy. We love it. We love it. Celtic TV are just talking some gibberish in my ear. All football was cancelled tonight. What? Score, what does that mean? Score, what do you mean? Oh, is that Score's an Aberdeen fan, isn't he? Fist bump, Darren, good to see you, my man. What is your favourite update on the Sorare news, Dimmy? What a lovely question. What is my favourite part of the Sorare update? Where's my notes from earlier? My favourite part of the update is probably the whole capped string. Capped 220, 240, 270. And because of how fully delivered it is at every scarcity, that, like, with the roster I've got of cards, like, I'm buzzing for it. So I think it's more the overall landscape of how they're building the game out and how, like, I think, Dimmy, you were there for the proper stream that we did earlier on about it. But I think with the leagues that we're going to see feeding the limited, you know, as you're coming through from commons to limited, I think over time you're only going to see that happen in Rare, and there's plenty of time for us to get our houses in order and stack up on the right cards for the right levels and the right scarcities and whatever. Anyway, I think the clear trajectory of what the game arena is going to encompass is going to have a very clear skeleton for the foreseeable future, which is long overdue. That's probably the part I like the most. What is your EPL top 4 predictions in order? Grant, can you qualify that for me a little bit? Top 4 predictions as in top 4 different predictions for Premier League things, like who will get sacked and bought and whatever, or what? Can you flesh that out a wee bit for me, just so I can give you the answer you're looking for, of course. So NBA teams are looking good, Jeremy Graham. I showed you the main one there, the common one, but my rare team might be doing okay as well, by the way, because I've had a big score from Sengoat early on. I think I shared that in the chat. LaMelo Ball did okay. Claxton came in with a good enough score for me. My Furin butt has let me down a little bit, and Trey Jones he didn't do as good as I'd liked him to. So I need these guys to pick up the slack for Trey Jones here. But look at how far away we are, really. 24 points to a tier 2 rare. That would be the best reward I've ever won. 24 points away. With my Furin to run again. And Sengun and Claxon do have the potential to outscore their previous scores, which is all I'm concerned about for their matches. So I could get into something decent, man. I'm holding in there for a tier 4 at the moment. But that could turn out pretty decent. So it could be a good trophy day. Get a wee super rare, get a wee rare out the football side with the hoops teams that I've got. Get a wee rare out the basketball side. Could be good times. For the Premier League title, top 4. Okay, I think Arsenal are going to win the league. And I think the top 4 will be populated by Man City, Liverpool. Let me see how the league sits today, because I've not actually checked it in about a week or something. I think Arsenal are going to win the league. I can feel it in my waters, you know. Arsenal, City. You have to put Man United on at this point. So it looks like Arsenal, City, United. I think Liverpool have got the minerals, but they're so far behind the pack. It's hard to imagine it's not going to be Spurs or Newcastle. Chelsea also as well, so far behind the pack. But there's a lot of time, man. Still only just at the halfway point of the season. So much can change. I do expect Newcastle, like, I'm waiting for the Newcastle bubble to burst. I'm waiting for the Eddie Howe parade, the masquerade. I'm waiting for the Eddie Howe masquerade to end. I'm waiting for the shit to hit the fan and everyone goes, oh, I can't do this, and I can't take Newcastle to the top, and it was only good for getting them to be a good Premier League team, or whatever they're going to excuse it with, whenever they excuse it with, you know. So I do kind of expect that as a potential outcome. Could happen. But I think Conte is such a good manager as well. I don't really put much stock in Tottenham dropping down. If anything, Tottenham should only get better. From what people tell me for how bad Tottenham have been, and you know, some of the signings they may make or whatever. I think, yeah, I'll probably go North London and Manchester for top 4. And I'll happily accept any order you want to put them in, but that's kind of the order I would have them in. You reckon Tierney could get a Premier League medal? Yeah, I hope he does, by the way. And I think, like, and I don't like talking about this on the Celts Are Here channel, because I know people don't like bringing up the past and whatever with Celtic. With that season, that's all I'm going to say, right? I was fucking, this is the face I was making, like, Joe Pesci face when when Rodgers left, right? Because that was just the way I felt. Fucking that dirty rat, you know? But Tierney, it's totally different for a player, I think, you know. So when he left, it was kind of like, okay, fine. He wins the FA Cup with Arsenal, and straight away I'm like, okay, good on the boy. He's went to Arsenal, he's won an FA Cup. That's great for him in his career, no matter what happens now. Because he did interviews and said, like, he did have injury worries around that time, and it was kind of a no-brainer move for all involved. Money Celtic got, etc. But to see him win a Premier League, and he is fit and stuff like that. I think he's the best left back in the team. I think Zinchenko's better in midfield, to be quite honest. I would love to see Tierney win a Premier League medal. It would make him a Premier League legend already, in a sense. The same way that Robertson is a Premier League legend because they won the Premier League with Liverpool in this era. Again, Arsenal have not won the league in so long. It has been a generation or so. And if he's the left back-ish then he goes down as a big player at two big clubs now, Celtic and Arsenal. And Tierney, we love him, man. He's one of our own, and I think he'll feel better because he did get maybe some stick from the wrong section of the fans and whatever around the season he left and when and how and all that stuff. But if he wins he's already got the FA Cup. If he wins the Prem, and like Arsenal are looking good on more than one front at the moment by all accounts. So if they had a suit, because they've got a great generation of players there. So I'm really excited to watch Tierney. He'll be one of the first Sorare Premier League cards that I buy because he won't be valued as high. You know, he's not good on Sorare. I'll pay more for him than what you will because I love Tierney, you know, and I just want a Tierney card. Whereas SO5 wise, his numbers won't add up. Let's even have a look at him. How does he do SO5 wise? I don't think I've ever looked at Tierney, by the way. Yeah, this is not going to be an expensive card, but I'm going to be very excited to buy it. Because it's Tierney. And it's just a lot of sub-appearances. He's in and out. I don't care. I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I'll be buying super rares. I'll buy a unique of this if I can. I would buy... I've said it now. I've said it now. I've said it now. I've said it now. Newcastle conceded 11 goals in 19 games. That is tremendous. It is tremendous. Can it continue? I know Pope's a quality goalkeeper and all that. I've lost the Celtic game off my tab, so I need to get it back open, sorry. So we're coming out for the second half, everyone. Strap up, get ready to go. Strap up and get ready to go, guys. We are here for the second half. Let me see, where are we? I'm on the right screen. The chat's here. I can see everything. Yuki's still on the pitch. Validates his move for all Celtic fans to finally accept why he left. I hope he does. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I made the Joe Pesci face with Rodgers. I totally agree with you, Cammy Boy. For anyone that does, slight him. Because winning the Premier League, going to Arsenal is a huge team, right? But when he went to Arsenal, they were mid-table and it was a lot of promise. Like, we're going to be building, we're doing this properly. And Tierney is a huge part of that changing room. Make no mistake about it. He is a captain in that team. He's a league winner. He's a big part of the culture change in that team. He's a winner coming into that team. And so, yeah, I love a bit of Tierney. Definitely, yeah, Cammy Boy, I'm right with you all the way there. More the Celts, sweet Joe, I'm with you all the way on there, my man. Fist bump, second half, 2-0 at Celtic. No half-time substitutions. And we've got some great scores on the boards already, guys. The hoops are flying. We need that clean sheet to stay intact. And we want to see some more decisives for the boys we've got in the teams that I'm running with, certainly, before the end of the game. But already, Joe Hart is on the ball. Oh. Ayunga is down. Maybe going to be taken off by a hamstring injury here. But when Rodgers won the FA Cup with Leicester, I also kind of thought, okay, fair enough, because for Rodgers, that's a big thing in his career, right? But, like, subsequently how Leicester have not kicked on, I think it shows overall he definitely fucked everyone up by doing that. Because winning one FA Cup with Leicester and not maintaining them, look where Newcastle are now, look where West Ham want to be, look where Leicester want to be, look where Tottenham are. Look how busy that division is now. Being at Leicester and having won an FA Cup and not being at Celtic for that season, and everything else that went around it and whatever, I think he's aged far less gracefully than Tierney in terms of decision-making at the time and all the rest of it. Because Rodgers' stock was always going to maintain high at Celtic, winning leagues and all the rest of it. And when they won the FA Cup, I kind of thought, right, fair enough, man. That squad looks amazing. Really young. They've just won a cup. Guys like Maddison, Barnes, Iheanacho, lots of great players in lots of great positions. And they've just not kicked on for a lot of different reasons. I know they've had injury. Some guys wanted to leave. They've not left. Maddison, Willie won't he? Newcastle, Man United, whatever. Vardy's Vardy. Celtic are down the left, by the way. We're talking about Premier League stuff. Jota with a right-footed cross. Goes all the way to Johnson in the attacking mid-spot. Plays it wide right to Abada. Centre of the pitch now with O'Reilly. We've got that 3v3 in the wide right spot now. Abada on the front foot. He twists, he turns, he gets in the box. He wins a duel for sure. Puts a cross to the penalty spot. Kyogo takes a touch. Loses out. Fights back to get it. Plays it to O'Reilly. O'Reilly shoots with the right foot. It's a deflection. It's dipping. Goes out for a corner. Nice start. Nice intensity from the hoops. So yeah, that's where I kind of stand on that whole thing. So yeah, I think I'd love to see Tierney win the league. I really would. And I can't wait to buy his card on Sorare whenever that happens. I'll be watching a lot more Premier League, it feels like, when that happens, because I'll need to get a John McGinn as well. I definitely want a John McGinn card. There's no way you're going to stop me getting John McGinn, Chris Ayer, Odsonne Edouard. There's some of those guys that you're not going to stop me from picking them up. And I don't care how well they score. I'm definitely buying them. I definitely should be getting a Stuart Armstrong as well, man. Like, Stuart Armstrong is like... I fucking love Stuart Armstrong. I don't know why. I think he's a great player, man. He's so underrated. Celtic are electric at the moment, talking about current players, by the way. Boys are zipping it about. It's so easy to just, like now, just enjoy it like I am with you guys, just watching it and shooting the shit. Because this is what we do on this channel, is enjoy football from everywhere and anywhere, particularly the teams that we love, like Celtic. Moan the hoops, John McFarlane, you said it, my man. Fist bump to you. But with the 48th minute, it's been quite lively. There's been a bit of tempo. Nothing ultimately amazing has happened. 4-0 to Aberdeen, 4-0 to Hearts, I beg your pardon still. Smith on a 94, Cibic on a 78. Huge scores from them. Snoddy on a 51 finally. Aberdeen in the mud, man. Rangers still at 1-1 at half time. No good scores for Rangers, by the way. I can tell by looking at this, they're not doing much in this game at all. This game is, let's look at the stats. Well, they've got a lot of possession. Touches of the ball, 400. Must be like everyone's taking like bullshit passes. None of them are getting to the final third. None of them are breaking into the box. Must just all be nonsense possession ball. Anyone who's watching this, who's not watching the Rangers game, listen out for the Rangers verdict on this game, and I'll be very surprised if it's not what I'm forecasting. Looking at these scores, this is all nonsense possession football going nowhere fast. Kent's won a few duels, probably got into the box once or twice. He's probably swung in some crosses that maybe somebody's touched or something. It's not been a shot, but then it counts as an attempted assist, you know. It's probably how the cookie crumbles over there. Yuki's lost a few points, I think. What's going on here? That foul's not new. Nothing's changed here. I'm not sure if the duels... Missed passing has been up from 4 to 6 at least. Not too much change, but lost a few points somewhere somehow. Rio Hatate looking nippy, by the way. In midfield, plays it out right for Johnson. Johnson going to play across here, but thinks twice about it. Comes back inside for Rio. Rio in for McGregor. McGregor and Rio stroking the ball around, trying to pull St Mirren into position. McGregor beats a man, plays it to O'Reilly, edge of the box. O'Reilly out to Jota on the left. Jota, first time penalty spot ball for Kyogo. Kyogo can't get there before Tesser, or whatever his name is, Tanner or whatever. Tanser. Back out on the left again. McGregor on the left with Jota. 2v2. Jota, McGregor. Oh, lovely overlay pass there. And it's Jota inside of the box. Oh, I think Kyogo went through his legs there or something. And the ball gets cleared away. And it's at the halfway line with Starfelt. Now it's with McGregor. Probably won't go down as a BCM. Maybe it will. Maybe it has. But I think it went through his legs there. Jota on the left, big header from, is that O'Reilly? Bringing down by Abada on the right hand side. He's got Johnson O'Reilly with him inside the box. Tries to play a penalty spot again, but they're just clearing it first time. No one's there. And it gets out to basically the halfway line. Starfelt brings it down, zips it into McGregor. McGregor's got 3 men around him, pirouettes, drops it into Rio. First time ball from Rio, by the way. Lovely kind of shoulder height. Drops to Abada's feet. Abada plays O'Reilly in the overlap. Drops it back for Johnson. Drops it back for Rio, edge of the box. Rio, edge of the box on the right-hand side. Plays O'Reilly down the channel. Rio in the overlap is inside the box. He doesn't take the ball with him. And he would have been setting somebody up for a tap-in there. And I think that goes out for a Celtic corner. Maybe a goal kick. The St Johnstone players are walking away like it's a goal kick. So Johnson and O'Reilly and Rio, lovely interchange play here. And Rio gets into the box on the front foot. And yeah, he dribbles by a man. Just doesn't take the ball with him. That goes out for a goal kick. Maybe a corner. No, it was a goal kick. Oh. Oh, do you know, see I'm doing this? I can press that hand button now. Just like putting them on just because it looks cool. Yuki Kobayashi. Juranovic, oh, gets his pocket picked. He's got 2 St Mirren men round him out in our left back position. But Juranovic wins it back. Pops it with the poke of his toe into Rio. Rio charges up the pitch. Juranovic tries to overlap him but can't. Rio plays into space for Jota. Jota into the 6-yard box and Kyogo Slashes it in the way you would expect him to, and Kyogo's giving it this now. Are we getting an offside decision? We are. VAR this in our favour. Come on. Let's see the replay. Jota looks onside all day, and Kyogo looks... Oh, fuck. Fuck, that's touch and go, by the way. I think he's behind the ball. That's what the commentator's saying. He's behind the ball, so that might not... Oh, by the way, we might be in. Jota, Kyogo, double decisive. Oh, yeah. Come on, give us it. Give us it, give us it, give us it, give us it, give us it. Come on, Kyogo. Kyogo's running there on the shoulder of the last man, beats the last man and the goalkeeper to the ball to touch it in from Jota's cross. It was a brilliant goal. All onside. All onside. By the way, we're getting this. Jota's onside for the through ball, and then Kyogo is behind the ball. Onside all the way, guys. We're getting this. Jota assist, Kyogo goal. Get it locked in now. It is coming. Clear and obvious error behind the ball. Come on. Mildly hypocritical asking for this, I know. I don't care. We're getting it, but we're getting it. We have to get it behind the ball. The through ball's onside. Yes! We're in! Double decisive! Woo, 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 woo! Come on, 3-0 to the hoops. 53 minutes in. We predicted 4-0, guys. We're at 3. Can we hope for 5 or 6 at this rate? Let's keep it going. What a ball, by the way. Rio, instrumental in bringing the ball out of defence into attack, by the way. If you're worried about what Rio Hatate does in the defensive third, that's what it is. He's getting the ball and travelling. He's not a ball winner. He's a ball carrier. And he's very good, by the way, at set pieces, at being the defender and being on the halfway line and all that good stuff. And yeah, behind the ball for the final pass. He is probably ahead of the last defender, but he is behind the ball ultimately. And that is the rules. And here we go, boys. 3-0 to the hoops, man. Here we go. Kyogo Furuhashi. Woohoo. McGregor up to 45 now. O'Reilly trapping a 57. Yuki. Come on, Yuki. Plenty of football to play, the commentator's telling me. And he is right, by the way. He is so right. Plenty of football to go. 3-0 to the hoops. And we've got it raining decisive. Oh, yeah. Rio got the assist. Kyogo's on 2 goals. We've got Jota to get an assist as well. That's not trapped yet. There it is. Boom. Jota on a 76. Loving the point spread that we've got here. JJ on a 51, by the way. That's Taylor's score. He's robbing me of a Taylor 51 tonight. Because he's playing exactly like Taylor in that inverted fullback spot. And him being right-footed isn't that much of an issue. But if you think about where Taylor ends up from starting off at left-back, Juranovic is way capable of doing that. And yeah, we're just stroking the ball around between Starfelt and Yuki now. McGregor's in there as the pivot player to give them an option, but Yuki's going to go wide left to Rio. Rio's got time and space now. He's buzzing. He's confident. He's slicking balls around like nobody's business, Rio. He is threading through the eye of the needle. Juranovic gets caught in possession, but buys a foul with a wee bit of a kick on his heel or whatever. He gets picked up by his man, given the ball. We put the ball down and we take the free kick quick. 56 minutes. Celtic 3, St Mirren 0. And the boys are flying. The boys are flying. Killian Conway. Where is Carter Vickers? I think he's just getting a rest. Don't worry. I think he's just getting a rest. Starfelt, Hart and Yuki. Lovely kind of sweeper free there. Playing under a lot of pressure, by the way. They must have had a bit of man each around them. First touch passing going from right to left. Seamlessly. It is out now for a St Mirren throw. But ultimately, well-shaped. Has Furuhashi not even given a pass? So Furuhashi, what's he done? He's made 1 foul. No defensive actions. He's lost 3 duels. 1 possession for his 1 time. Lost possession for his 5 times. 2 shots on target. 1 penalty at re-entry. But nothing else of note. And he is just that arrowhead forward for us. Big header there from Yuki. Into the feet of O'Reilly, drops it into McGregor. McGregor's travelling all the way over the pitch with the ball elegantly, slices it out on the right wing to Abada, and Abada's going to drop it back onto the halfway line in the right channel for McGregor. He's going to play it back to Starfelt. He's going to find Yuki Kobayashi, and St Mirren still have 2 or 3 men up pressing us, 4 men now with Rio Hatate coming into the picture, and now Joe Hart having to clear it under pressure from Ayunga. Big ball. Ayunga's still on the pitch, evidently, as well. Heady tennis is bouncing about. We've played it down the right-hand channel. Abada on the front foot. He's got 2 men around him. He tries to bring the ball under control. Doesn't really do it. We're pressing the goalkeeper now with a bad Kyogo. He slashes it all the way up to the halfway line, out in our right attacking wing, in the right, for Alice Johnson and such. And it's now McGregor on the ball. I think he loses possession there. Maybe it'll be dual loss for Calmac. How's he doing on the points tonight? 1 contest, 1. No tackles, no interceptions, duels, nothing going. This is the problem with McGregor in these games, is he's not getting any interceptions or tackles, which are big point getters for midfielders like him. And again, McGregor plays the ball to Hatate. Hatate drives like 20 yards, tries a scoot ball, fucks it, and it goes to your boy Tanser. Probably gets credited for an interception for that. Good energy. We're at 58 minutes here. Celtic definitely are looking to get another goal quite quickly. You can feel that kind of tempo coming back into the team, that kind of urgency coming back into the team, where there's a real onus, there's a real focus on getting the ball forward into space quickly. Hendo! Fist bump, my man. Good to see you. Stellar performance from the hoops so far, mate. Can't even pick fault with MD, really. Nobody's been out of it. Nobody's really missed much. Nobody's really... Everyone's been pass marks. Great performance from everyone. St Mirren probably should have scored. There's an offside. They can probably feel robbed. I don't care if we're getting the clean sheet, but... Sorry. Sorry, I have to go. You're a bloody legend, and I hope you join on another stream on the hoops. Wee Joe, thanks a lot. It's good to see you in the future, my man. Bring them on in the final. We never stop. John, I'm telling you, man, they're in a false sense of security right now. This is us. I think we're maybe in like 4th gear now, maybe 3rd gear. No Carter Vickers. No Maeda, who's a big part of how we play in a big match like that. And no left back, you know. That's how we're shaped up tonight. Rio Hatate, by the way, trying a long-range shot there. He's buzzing on it tonight. He's loving life. Abada cuts in on the right-hand side. O'Reilly plays the pocket and attacking mid. Plays it on the pivot there to Rio. Tries a left-footed shot. Takes a wee deflection. So we shout for a corner there that we don't get. Unless it's a corner. And Rio's going back to the halfway line to defend. No, it's a goal kick. Big ball from the goalkeeper. I think it's been a good game so far. I think the subs will tell us a lot about who's going to be rotated against Greenock. And I think after Greenock, Greenock's going to almost be like, maybe this game in Greenock's maybe not quite a pre-season, another kind of little segment, but it's another segment for the players to kind of audition, I think, for this next chapter of the season. Clean sheet bonuses are in. Kobayashi up to 52. Starfell up to 75. Alistair Johnson, 55. JJ up to 62. And Joe, the pro, is up to 70. Haha, loving it. How do we look on the leaderboards now? Come on. Yes, we're on the podium. We're on the podium with Maeda still to come off the bench. Let's fucking have it, by the way. Let's fucking have it. A wee bit of ETH in a tier 2. We want to finish first to get a tier 1 super. Magic. Buzzing about that. 9th? 9th in the other team, by the way. 40 points off the podium. I need 2 decisives. I need a Snoddy decisive and a Yuki decisive, ideally. And then that team's dead. So, man, guys, I've got a bit of fight here. This team's doing something now that Jota's on the score sheet. 50 points off. I still need... Scales has killed it. Scales has killed it. But this team, guys, we're chasing... We're on the podium. We're on the podium. We're doing it. The hoops are ruling the world. Right, Tate. I'm quite happy for Tate to get subbed for Maeda somehow, if that could happen. Or Jota. Jota for Maeda. He's got his assists. He's got his decisive action, and he's getting back into form. Let's get Maeda on the pitch. Let's see it. I hope Maeda doesn't DNP tonight. That would ruin me, man, emotionally. Honestly, can't find fault with anyone on the pitch tonight. The symmetry of having Starfelt and UK has been beautiful. Rio's been on fire. O'Reilly's had a good game. He's not really done anything amazing in the final third, but he's done nothing wrong. Stats reflect that. He's just not put a foot wrong. I think if we look at O'Reilly, it'll probably just be a lot of successful actions. Yep, an attack, all green, no red. Possession loss, 13 isn't bad for a defensive mid, considering only 2 of them are duels lost. We've got 5 missed passes, so all those points are very, very low. And then, yeah, look at this. No fouls, no goals conceded. or anything like that. Really good point scoring from Matt O'Reilly. Solid scoring. Aberdeen getting destroyed. 5-0. Please, Snoddy, is he involved somehow? Devlin, please be a Snoddy assist, man. Come on, this is brutal. How did the Hearts win 5-0 and Snodgrass isn't getting assists and stuff? Ball into the box here. Ooh. We were all just kind of ahead of the ball too much. There was too much of a cutback situation. It's been cleared out to the halfway line. Aberdeen are getting destroyed. It's still one each between Killie and Rangers, by the way. 49th minute. Wonder, did they kick off behind us or something? Interesting. 63 minutes. Come on, guys. Let's go get another goal in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Let's go and get it for McGregor. Let's go get a McGregor goal. Or McGregor decisive. We would fucking love one of them right about now. Jota dancing down the left. 2v2 here with Juranovic. Goes out for a Celtic throw. 64 minutes. Arthur Johnson took a throw in from his bum. He's sitting on his bum. That's funny. Quinny, will you a bottle of whiskey if you take Goodwin to Parkhead? Oh, we'll buy you a bottle. No, it's all right, mate. We don't need Jim Goodwin. We've got Ange Postecoglou. It could be the kit man or something, I think. Seems like an inspirational kit man. Jim Goodwin. Don't tell him I said that. Please like the stream if you're watching this live, by the way. It goes a long way to helping the channel. You've got no idea. If you're looking to play Sorare Fantasy Football, there's a link in the live chat. We'll get you a free limited card once you've bought 5 from the market. Supports your boy with an H, Quinny. It'll get you a free limited once you've bought 5 from the market. Celtic players are super cheap on the limiteds at the moment. And as you can see, super powerful on the scores. These scores go from 0 to 100. Milan Scout is asking why Vickers hasn't played. I don't think if there's anything known as of yet, but I think it's just pure rotation relief. Give the big man a time off, you know. And probably give him the weekend off as well against Greenock. Jota loses a dribble there or so. St Mirren are going to counter-attack. Rio is on the recovery run but putting pressure on the ball. And the ball is played in behind Yuki Kobayashi, and Starfelt sweeps up behind him. Goes out for a throw-in. St Mirren are going to set themselves up for a little set piece here from this throw-in in our half. You can feel scores look so good, don't they, guys? It's raining greens. And the pink dots in the Celtic team are the cards I've got in teams. So the pink dots having the big green scores is always exciting. Oh, pardon me. 65 minutes, Celtic 3, St Mirren 0. Oh, Bundesliga draft. Grant, it's actually went pretty well. I'll show you my team. So the Bundesliga draft is free to play. You can draft any Bundesliga card you want. But I'll show you my team. This is the team I'm going for. Silva. Oh, big save from Joe Hart. From a header there. Is that Tanser, by the way? Not too sure who that was. Looks like Gallagher. Kevin Trapp. OG. Angelino. Max Arnold. OGs. Julian Brandt, I think, is way underrated. And Andre Silva is probably the most nailed forward for RB in the next couple of game weeks or whatever. So that's the primary team I went for good fun. And I'm quite excited for the La Liga draft one that I've done as well. Finally, a good fixture for the Sociedad midfielders, the Seville defence, and then Captain Griezmann just dropped on top. We'll go through this much more in the game week stream with Harry Trades tomorrow, which is Thursday, 8 PM UK time on this channel. We'll go through that in more details there. Forest is about to come on, and so is Turnbull. So I think it's going to be Turnbull for Rio, Forest for Abada. So it looks like Rio will be coming off. 77 points locked in. I can deal with that. The reason I say that is because Turnbull almost always comes on for Rio. And I think we'll probably see Rio start against Greenock now. I could have won a good tier 1 with common cards. Cook, Vickers, Hatate, Furuhashi, and Pantsil. Milan Scout, that's a very good team and very unlucky on the Carter Vickers DNP, my man. I feel bad for you. But it has helped me, so I can't feel that bad for you in reality. But I do sympathise. Been there myself, my man. It's painful. Rio Hatate doing great on the ball. Maybe he knows he's about to get subbed. O'Reilly's out left. Doubling up with Rio pretty well. Ball's kind of going nowhere. 67 minutes. Rio's itching to get something else done before he gets subbed off. He knows he's about to get yanked. You can feel it. Yuki playing a pass with his right foot to Rio Hatate from left centre back. And then Juranovic, right footed pass down that channel for Jota. One on one on the left flank. Jota, he twists, he turns. What a ball in from Jota to the back post. Abada with a header. And it's a good catch from the goalkeeper. Shot on target. Abada, attempted assist. Jota. 67 minutes. And St Mirren have carried the ball over the halfway line. Through ball down the left-hand side for Main. But Yuki gives it mid tight. And he's forced back into midfield. Midfielder switches it from right to left. Number 16 that played that pass. It's on the left side now with Tanser, maybe. Yeah, Tanser's the left back, isn't he? Yeah, Tanser's handy out here on the left now. He's going high and wide. And Celtic are playing 2v2 out here. Aye, Tanser's right in amongst it. Ball over the top into the Celtic box. 3 Celtic defenders around it. Managed to clear it out the box. Abada's looking to bring it down. And he's got a bit of assistance there with Alistair Johnson and McGregor. They managed to do so. Back to Starfelt, but on the byline in the box. And he plays it to AJ. On the right, yeah, we're trying to get out in tight spaces, but we force St Mirren to get in the last touch on the ball and goes out for a throw-in. And the subs are going to happen. Moy's coming on as well, so we're going to see O'Reilly depart as well, I suspect. So Abada, O'Reilly and Rio is what I expect to come off now. So I wonder what the other subs will be. So we've got 3 subs now. 2 of the midfield 3. I think McGregor's going to get the 90. So then that means the 2 remaining subs, Kyogo and Jota probably, and then that will see us get Haksabanovic and Maeda. Is what I'm expecting at this point. Yep. O'Reilly, Rio, expected subs. Clockwork, Ange. So I don't think we see Awata today. I think we're going to see Haxa and we're going to see Moy. Maeda, I beg your pardon. So we're at the 69th minute now for these subs. I think they've got sufficient time to make an impact on this match. Rio Hatate secures his clean sheet bonus for that defender card, which is beautiful. O'Reilly leaves with a 62, which I think you could be content with. But he's still not got another decisive, man. Jota and Kyogo live to carry on the score for another 5 minutes at least, maybe 10. Let's hope Maeda and Haksabanovic get some decent minutes. I don't really care about Haksabanovic too much, but I just know they'll probably be subbed on together. Maybe Maeda comes on for Jota as a solo sub and then he leaves the last sub for final. We'll see if anyone gets booked or something for the final period, maybe. We'll see how it goes. But interesting set of subs. Good to see Turnbull and Moy play. I'll be interested to see because Turnbull's very direct. And it's one of the things I love about Turnbull, similar to Rio, is he just runs at it. He goes forward towards goal. He plays the ball to the attacker making the run. And it'll be interesting to see how he gels with Moy in this fixture. Maybe we see with Moy on now, maybe a wee bit more freedom from McGregor. That's been a bonus we've seen before in this kind of situation when Moy does come on and McGregor is still on the pitch. So maybe we see some more McGregor up top. So let's cross our fingers for that. A McGregor decisive would be beautiful. We obviously need Maeda to get on the bloody pitch, man. Ross score at 89 on that defender card is fucking beautiful. We've captained him as well, and he's a super rare. 130 points for that Rio is disgustingly beautiful to look at. 89 points for the double decisive Kyogo. Unique McGregor's doing his thing. Rare Joe Hart's having one of his best performances SO5-wise this season. We're sitting pretty in 4th now. We're still in the cards. Still in the cards, but we want to get back on that podium. We're 11 points off of it looks like. Need Maeda on the pitch. Maeda for Jota, rapid is what I'm after, guys. 71 minutes now. Still a good tempo. I did predict 4-0. Might still be 4-0. Let's hope it's Maeda that gets it from the bench. And we don't just get one more decisive from the current team on the pitch and then the subs happen and I don't quite get there. So that might not quite cut the mustard for us. But we need Maeda to come on the pitch. Here's Aaron Moy on the left-hand side of midfield. Playing the ball to Jota, but it's just a wee bit not accurate enough. Juranovic in the left-back spot plays it to Yuki under some pressure. Yuki goes back to Joe Hart, left-footed pass. Peels over his shoulder, looks well, repositions and gets the ball back from Hart. Yuki, big touch on his right foot and a pass with his right foot to McGregor. McGregor pivots and plays the ball to Turnbull on the right side of midfield, more the O'Reilly position. Plays the ball out to Alistair Johnson and right back. And Alistair Johnson plays a 40-yard ball back to Starfelt. Across the pitch to Yuki. Yuki on the left foot out to Juranovic, who's in the left-back spot. In the back into the pivot, which is McGregor. We're under some pressure here, but 3 or 4 St Johnstone players. We're all the way back to Hart now, who's forced the long ball up to the halfway line, but it doesn't beat Tanser, who gets another interception probably. He then passes it to Main, who loses it. Celtic are on the break here. Kyogo has broke the offside trap. What a ball, by the way, that was. Kyogo for a tap-in! James Forrest, Kyogo assist, and we're going to get an offside claim. Kyogo flashes it across the box, and it was an absolute tap in there for James Forrest. And straight away, he's looked at the linesman. There's been no real celebrations, and not quite. Not quite. So let's see. Jota plays this ball. I think Kyogo's onside. If that's what the call's for, I think he's on. And then that's onside all day, the cutback. No chance. That's no danger of that. But I think if you don't give us that, it's maybe level with St Mirren's goal. But maybe it is onside. Let's see what they do with the lines and all that. It's super tight. Kyogo's right on the line. Super, super tight. You need to see how the lines go. It's so tight. I think he is probably offside by a hair. We'll love him to be on an assist now as well. I don't really care about Forrest getting the goal necessarily, but I'd love Kyogo getting our DA. That would be ultimately sweet. Need a Calmac or a Bent. Hendo. Get out of here. 2-1 to these guys. Assist for Morelos. Goal for Kent. Ben Davis, mate, he's letting you down big time, isn't he? Jesus. 5-0 to fucking Hearts. Still Snoddy on a 52. And yeah, no goal. We're back playing. No goal. No tackles won. 1 interception, 1 positive duel. Jesus, man, Aberdeen feel like they've folded. Great tempo in this game now, 73rd minute. Celtic are anxiously trying to win the ball back because they know there's another couple of subs in the bank. Maybe Maeda comes on for Kyogo like I suspected earlier, but I think now that's probably what would happen. Maeda for Kyogo and Haksabanovic for Jota. So manager did mention Haksabanovic been back in the fold. Demi, can someone give me advice to buy my second rare card? Low budget, around €30. Demi, I can try and help you, my man. You've been very good with giving suggestions in the Road to Glory series. 30 quid for a rare. I'll come back to that. We're doing. I feel bad doing that now, Demi, because we're doing a watch along. But let me come back to you on that, Demi. I don't mind helping you with that at all, my man, whatsoever. I'll see if I can think of anyone on the spot while we're here. But a rare for 30 quid is hard to find, man. You're after a backup guy or a speculative effort, to say the least. We're just spraying the possession now. We just went from left back to right back. You can probably imagine how we've done that in our own half now. We're at front foot pace here. Johnson and Forrest on the right. Inside for Turnbull. Turnbull has a wee dance and plays it to Juranovic in centre mid. Centre mid plays it out to Jota, left side of the box. Jota's got 2 men standing him up. Has some nice touches. Tries to play inside for Turnbull, but it's just not accurate enough. St Mirren intercept it and clear it out to the right. And they're going to counter-attack down our left, and they've done it. A couple of one-touch passes have opened up a space between Juranovic and Yuki. Who's over there? McGregor's out there trying to sweep up. He can't interfere with the play, but what a cutback that is from St Mirren to the edge of the 18-yard box. 2 players running onto it. None of them can quite get there. Celtic kind of clear it. St Mirren are still on the right-hand side here. Great overlap potential play into the box. Number 11 crosses it. Joe Hart grabs it down at the front post. No, tonight, wee man. Very good play from St Mirren, by the way. Very impressive. Very impressive from St Mirren. Very good play from them, by the way. I feel like Pep Guardiola talking about Brighton now, do you know? Ponche at Elche. That's a good shout. I don't know where he's playing now, but he's a bit of a nightmare. Elche's team's good for looking at, but we've got some play on the right-hand side now. Turnbull's coming back into a crowded midfield from the right into centre. Drops it to Kobayashi, who's in centre mid, basically now. He plays it out right to Starfelt. Starfelt finds AJ. AJ and Forrest are out on the right-hand side. 2v2. Great pace and determination between the two of them. That is a formidable right-hand side, Johnson and Forrest, I think, by the way. Pair of athletes. Pair of, like, proper guys with 4 lungs, you know. Demi, fist bump. This channel is all about the community here, by the way, guys. I don't just say it for fluff, but the Sorare scouts and managers from around the world that watch my content are the best, and the suggestions you come with are brilliant, and I'll do anything to help the community at any point. So if you come in this stuff, if I think I can help, I'm definitely going to do it, man. And a lot of you guys are just as capable and just as willing and ready to help in the live chat as well. It's a great community here on the channel. I fucking love you guys. FC Barcelona for life. That's the name of my Sorare club, by the way. Celtic fans out there. Barcelona. Great scores on the boards, guys. But sitting 4th now in the big league. We want to get back on that podium. It just pays us a wee bit of money as well and gets us a better quality card. 5 points off of it. We just need Maeda to get on the pitch. We're on the podium. Don't know how much is left to run, but for the game week. I don't know if I should be counting my chickens yet, but I don't think there's much on. Some good play. McGregor's getting some touches here. So's Moy in the centre of the pitch. McGregor's just conducting the play now. Alistair Johnston's getting lots of touches also in the final third. Maybe they'll be racking up for some good points. Yeah, we're just controlling possession now for the last 10 minutes, going nowhere. Moy, great ball out to the right-hand side for Alistair Johnston. Brings it down, stands it up, goes to deliver a nice cross, but the guy can telegraph it too easy and blocks it, goes out for a Celtic throw-in. Can we share our Sorare names on here? Grant? Yes, of course you can. Tell me your Sorare name, no problem, buddy. Maeda and Haksabanovic are coming on. 78 minutes. Kyogo is clapping. That's fine. You've done double decisive tonight, pal. Well done, Kyogo. And I expect it to be Jota also making way now. Let's get a goal for Dyson to make it 4-0, guys. McGregor assist, Dyson goal. And we're home and hosed with a perfect game week, man. Double decisive between Maeda and McGregor. That's what we're after now. 45 points, man. These two pricks are not going to do it, are they? That Harks has killed it. Even if I had Balikwisha in there, I'd have been way... Oh, wait, again, he's not L15 under 40. I couldn't have played him. So this team's maybe now a tiny bit alive. If Moy was to link up with Maeda for the fourth goal, maybe Boyata starts. I doubt it, but maybe. 50 points off a reward here. It's not happening either. 2-1 at Rangers, 65 minutes. Still no changes. 5-0 here. Still no changes. Looking good, Celtic. Looking good. 10 minutes to go. Let's go and get 2 more goals. 1 more at least. Jason McCardo, tempted to buy a cheap rare for a kickoff rare next week. Any suggestions? What do you call cheap? Tony Sibic on a 100 as captain, Grant Smith. Fucking love that, my man. Sibic looked good against Celtic. He's injured now, but come off injured on a 100. Fucking great play, by the way. Better watch out for that injury, but let's see how serious that is. That's a great score for you. Well done, mate. Buzzing for that. Grant Smith, congratulations. Let's go, Maeda, Milan scout. Fist bump. Good to see you, my man. And yeah, love that vibe. Let's keep it going. Good play from Celtic. St Mirren are trying to get a goal, man, and we're now getting space to counter-attack into. Haksabanovic down the left. He's got Moy in the attacking mid-overlap. Moy breaks into the box. He's got Maeda for the tap-in. It doesn't quite get to Maeda. It comes to... Oh, I can't tell who that was. I think it was Haksa, but St Mirren nip it away. 80 minutes, and we're going... All the guys on the pitch are eager to score. Like mad. Maeda, the pressing machine goes on as the backup striker. Guys, if you don't follow me on TikTok and you're a Celtic fan, please do. Everything I've done on TikTok this week has happened in this game tonight. In terms of predictions, forecasts, and speculation. Formations, styles of play, all that good stuff. So please follow me on there if you enjoy the content. Particularly the Celtic stuff. Another kind of save there maybe from Joe Hart. Another possession claimed. Jason McCardle, but 80 quid. Again, I feel bad kind of nipping away to do that stuff. I can maybe do that at full time. I'll have a wee look at something for you and a wee something for Dimmy. And we'll kind of do that to wrap up the game. And maybe do a wee bit of post-match. I don't know. But good possession from Celtic. We're running well. Come on, man. We just need one more decisive. We need Dyson Maeda to get involved. And if it could be McGregor or Moy, that might have good implications elsewhere for us. But here we go. Moy and Maeda fighting to win the ball edge of the box. We've done it, by the way. Maeda in the box. Oh, can he turn away from... I can't tell what defender it is, to be honest with you. Might have been done. I can't tell. 81 minutes in. It was a big motivation. O'Cooley is a giant, just under 2 metres tall, under 23 Moroccan international, centre mid for RKC in Holland. Only about $50. Nice. But now all of our commons are falling away. Yeah, so I wouldn't worry about that too much, Grant, because what you're going to be getting replacement is the same as everyone else. So you're not going to be any worse off. I think all we really want is just them to give us some real cool loot for our club and for our profiles and stuff like that on the platform to signify that we've had all that grinding on the comments and, you know, whatever. So as long as they reward longevity on the platform with cool, like, nods and charms and profiles and banners and whatever they're going to do to tart it up that they've got planned, then I'm happy with that. I hope you are too. Obviously, if you're not, it's not up for me to decide. I'm just saying, that's my feelings. Mike of Pompey saying I'm up to second. Ooh, 404 points, motherfucker. We're up to second. 3 points off top. Dyson, do it, man. Do it, Dyson. Do it. 77% of the game week ran. I want to check the game week centre as well. I want to see what games are actually left. What other games are actually left? Right, so tonight, nothing. Tomorrow, a tiny bit of Belgium, Bruges. That could be a problem tomorrow, man. And Charleroi. Nah, I'm not going to count my chickens yet. Bruges at home, I could be lethal both. I'm not counting my chickens, guys. Super optimistic. Obviously, still want everything that I want, you know. But I thought this was uber Celtic dominated. It's not quite. 404 points is going to be hard for anyone to beat because having a clean sheet, having a Rio defender card with the assist, huge points I've got in goalkeeper and defence so far. Get a great forward card, get a decent unique player, and it's just Maeda now, the sub. I need him to carry his weight. Shaughnessy with a long throw. It's bouncing about, cleared, shot from edge of the box. Joe Hart leaves that. It's maybe a wee bit sketchy too. Goes out for a goal kick. 84 minutes. Jeremy Graham, I enjoy Uncensored, Quinny. It's normally when we've been live for a good bit, you get Uncensored, Quinny. What particularly made you say Uncensored, Quinny? Because I'm interested to know what you deem as being the uncensored element of the show. Moy, tried to play the right ball for Maeda there, but it was just a little bit off on the break. It's coming, by the way. It's coming. Long ball from the goalkeeper. Starfelt heads it down for AJ. AJ plays it in for McGregor. McGregor, let's get you up the pitch, pal. Come on, man. McGregor's just picking up lots of easy passes. McGregor's just roaming around, circulating that ball, getting lots of easy passes. We're back to Starfelt and Yuki Kobayashi, and Starfelt under the pressure of the two St Mirren forwards. Ayunga and Main. Done a very good job of their pressing job, by the way. Moy and Juranovic try some play. It doesn't quite work out, but Maeda recovers the ball for us. Haksabanovic plays him in. Maeda's down the left here. Even an assist will do me, Maeda. Maeda dances down the line, wins us a corner. Good interplay, good endeavour from Maeda and Haksabanovic to keep that alive after Juranovic had gave up on it. 85 minutes, we're coming up for the corner. I see Starfelt. I don't know if I see UK. It's went short between Haksabanovic and Maeda. They're just playing 2v2 now out from the corner. Or is it Moy? I think it is Moy. Moy plays it inside to Turnbull. Turnbull shoots from edge of the box! Oh! Turnbull just wipes his mouth and just goes back to the halfway line. That's what it's all about for me. That's what you get with Davy Turnbull. 4-0, and I think that's Moy. Hopefully that's Maeda that gets the assist. I hope that was Maeda at the corner and not Moy. I think it was Moy. I hope it was Maeda. Because it was Maeda and Haksabanovic that was over that side of the pitch. I hope to God that was Maeda. And that's a jammy as fuck assist that we've just picked up. I hope to God, I hope to God, I hope to God. I need to see the replay. I need to see the replay. I think it's Moy. Can tell by that swagger. It is Moy. Fuck. Maeda's in the box. Bastard. Haksabanovic and Moy. Moy swings it. Moy assist. And then Turnbull, man. What a strike. 35 yards out or something. Takes a touch to control, doesn't even look up, just straight away, knows where the control he's got, where the ball's going to lie for him, he knows where the back of the net is, and he takes it perfectly. GG, dude, congrats. Nothing for me, unfortunately, on this one. Moy maybe helps me with a team that's borderline dusted, but nothing for Maeda on that one. Read Maeda, start getting some points, man. He's starting to win some duels and stuff. Maybe we could get a cheeky double-double out of him. And that is a nice goal for Turnbull, and it's an assist for Moy whenever it clocks in, if you have an Aaron Moy card out there. Why was I checking this? Oh yeah, he's down to 23 points now. And then... Moy's got the assist. Oh! Big save from Joe Hart there, by the way. I kind of missed the shot itself, but the stadium were like glad he saved it. I was going to check something there. Can't remember where it was. 3-1. Morelos with another goal. No assist creator, it looks like. Maybe a penalty or a rebound or something. What was I going to check there? I was going to check something. I can't remember what it was now. Oh, yeah. If Moyes in a team that's worth anything. Nah. Nah, I need a huge miracle. The way the scores have landed now. That's upsetting. Main team's still running good, but that's the main thing. Good possession from Celtic. We're on the 88th minute. Newsby John dropping in the boom. Is that the 4-0 boom or is there a 5-0 boom coming? 4-0 was a prediction from me. I did predict most of the team. I've got Hatate and Moy. Newsby John, well done. 35 yards. Well, maybe 30 yards, maybe way out, but clearly out the box. Unlimited Newsby John. Fist bump to you. Well done on the decisive action. Turnbull's played it out right here for AJ. AJ's got space to run into on the right-hand side, and he does. Edge of the box again. He's trying that slick, low delivery. But St Mirren have blocked it every time from Johnson. I don't think he's had many successful deliveries into the box. Oh, Newsby John's just telling me it's the 4-0 boom he's after. Loving life. Guys, we're at the last couple of minutes. I'm just going to click this button. Sorry if it annoys you, but it might make me a few quid. Thanks for persevering. So we're at the final minute of the 90. We're at 89 minutes now. Celtic are controlling possession here, stroking the ball around for fun. Juranovic at left back swings it out to Haksabanovic. Again, he's just trying to play too neat, and it doesn't go anywhere. He's lost his possession, and St Mirren are going to play the long ball counter-attack. Yuki Kobayashi gets a head on it to stop the ball going through. He's now in a 50-50 duel with number 21. He's kind of not got the better of him. He's kind of lost out on that, but he's not lost possession. Yuki stayed on his feet, and he's forced him out to the right wing position where we've made a 3v3, and we've allowed other players to come back, so it's now more like a 5v3, 6v4 now with more players coming into the picture. Haksabanovic is pulled out to the left wing position with the ball. Still in our defensive third though. Plays the ball inside for Turnbull. Is going to switch it out to the right for Johnson. And Johnson's going to drive and pass the ball into Forrest. And Johnson on the overlap. Forrest with a big ball that Johnson is going to chase down for fun. First time delivery from Johnson. Maeda doesn't quite get it. The goalkeeper doesn't quite catch it either, but there's no one else in there to interfere with the ball. Barisic assist from Morelos, says Hendo. It's not been clocked here just yet, buddy. But okay, fair enough if that's what's meant to happen. Good save from Hart there, by the way. Good points from Hart tonight. 4 minutes of added time. This fifth goal's maybe coming, man. Come on, Dyson. Come on, Dyson. If I get the Dyson goal, if I get a McGregor anything, a decisive from one more player that's still on the pitch, I think I can say I'm home and hosed. I think I've got a good enough score that should be insurpassable with the clean sheet and the decisives I've carried. But with having the unique without a decisive and with having Maeda off the bench doing nothing yet, I am worried about tomorrow. Monda Dons, the comeback is on. Clean sheet busted. McCrory with goal line clearance. Who got the goal? Watkins. Good to see you. Oh, left wing position. Haksabanovic. We've got 3 players there. Plays it inside to Moy. Moy's got good time and space coming inside here. Moy picks his head up. He finds Alistair Johnson. He's got Forrest wide right of him. Forrest and AJ interlinking on the right hand side. Forrest comes inside of the picture for Turnbull. Turnbull edge of the box. Dances. Buys himself a minute of space. There's a couple of fouls here from St Mirren and we're going to get a free kick on the edge of the box. Hendo says that's killed him. He's probably had a clean sheet riding in this game. And that's maybe screwed him over. Smith on a 100. Shankland on an 81. Devlin 78. Snodgrass has been subbed off on the 85. So he's maybe missed that goal going in. So clean. He's not lost any points for that. Doesn't really do much for me, but interesting detail to see. He's given a drop ball, maybe? Thought it was a head injury. The commentators telling me we're at the 91st minute. Joe Hartman, another good. Joe Hartman, 2 good saves tonight. Reflex save there. We just seen Curtis Main on the turn and volley. Had a drop ball. Turnbull plays it out right for Johnson. Johnson and Forrest and McGregor all kind of linking up on the right hand side now. 92nd minute. 2 more to be added on at least. Offside for Aberdeen. No goal. Ball into the box from the right. Doesn't beat the first man. Aye, 5-0. Clean sheets alive, Hendo. Here we go. Celtic on the right-hand side. We've got 4v4 out here. McGregor, just as the pivot player, gets it to Juranovic in midfield. He's going to look to play Haksabanovic in from the left wing. Haksabanovic, edge of the box, cutting in from the left, as it were. On the right foot, passes it to McGregor at that pivot position. McGregor takes 2 touches and lays it off to Starfelt. Starfelt slicks it into UK. Now, come on, guys. We need one more chance before we get out of here tonight. Juranovic. Oh, no one's on the same page there. He passes it to Nabdy. And he wins it back. 3 Celtic players around the ball. Moy plays it to Juranovic. Juranovic is driving into space. He's got... Oh, Maeda made the run there, man. Maeda's back on side, but Forrest on the right-hand side takes a shot. It bounces up, and the goalkeeper gets there before Maeda could even attempt to. Couple of... Brian David, fist bump. Thanks for joining the chat. Aberdeen Vard back to 5-0. Var has been our top assists this season. Says Score. Definitely have been. And yeah, the clean sheets are back. Right. Must be about a minute left. Alistair Johnson. Come on, Celtic. Let's go and get 5. We need Dyson to get the goal. We need an assist. Anything, man. Decisive action from Dyson. Come on. Yuki Kobayashi. Juranovic crossing the halfway line by passing the ball out to Haksabanovic. Haksabanovic, he knows what runs Maeda's going to make. Maeda's got about 4 bodies in between him and Haksa, but we need some link-up play. Moyes came out there to make the option, but Moyes got nowhere to go. But back to left back, back to left centre-back now, back to the goalkeeper now. Love how Quinny is one of the few that really engages with the community. Grant, I love that you think so, my man. Fist bump. That's full time. Celtic 4, as I predicted. St Mirren 0. Great game, guys. Now, we had some players to look at. I don't mind maybe shooting the shit with these before we leave, maybe looking at a player or something. And we'll do a wee bit of post-match as well, a wee bit of a debrief. So I think I'm sitting second at the moment. There's 49 of you here, please do. But we should be up to about 40 likes by now. I don't know where we're at, but please, if you haven't, where are we at? 35 likes, guys, come on. Let's get up to 40 likes, come on. There's a bunch of you have been here for the whole game. Come on, 47. Let's get us up to 50. So yeah, the score's looking good. Overall, McGregor on a 54, no defensive actions at all. No tackles won. 1 interception. Duels were neither here nor there. Broke even on that front. No attacking output at all. So 54, I can live with that. Everyone else, Juranovic, 91. 56 on all around. 35 for a decisive. So 35 is what you get for just starting the game. But an in-game contribution, 56 points. In attack, only 1 point. You only got into the box once. 26 points on possession, 11 points, 28 final third passes, 76 accurate passes, 3 interceptions, 2 positive duels. 1 is massive on the count of 5. And he's not lost much possession in this game. Defensive points, he's won 3 tackles, blocked 3 crosses, and made 2 effective clearances. The clean sheet points are there. The triple doubles locked in. JJ at left back, 91, stellar. Starfelt on a 75, locking in 40 points on the 80, 10 points, and that's clean sheet. 9 effective clearances, 1 block, and let's see, tail of the tape, 81 accurate passes for Starfelt, 5 of them in the final third, 13 long passes into the opposition, those kind of slicing balls that we get from defence into that kind of midfield zone. And 1 shot on target, as we spoke about in the first half. Alistair Johnson on a 67, by the way, for a fullback is mightily impressive. 7 penalty area entries, 77 accurate passes, only 15 possession loss for a fullback is decent. Because 10 of them are missed passes. Duels, interceptions, no tackle, few blocks and whatever. Great performance from him. Clean sheet for 10 points as well, of course. In midfield, but Hatate killed it. 77 points for the midfielder card. The defender card got about 90 points, 89. And the attacker card got 72. So I think the midfield was above average mean. I think that's normally where you find the midfielder. But if you get that clean sheet, the defender card goes up levels, which is what we've got here. No general contribution. In defence, but he's won 2 tackles tonight. 1 effective clearance. In possession, he's lost possession 15 times. 9 of them were missed passes. A couple of them were lost duels and whatever. 51 accurate passes. 24 accurate passes in the final third. And in attack, he's made 1 big chance. 3 penalty box entries. He could have maybe done a bit better with a few of those, I think. Jota on a 79. Even with a BCM, the big chance missed in the first half. 5 attempted assists. 8 penalty area entries. 2-1 contests from within the box. 2 interceptions. Very busy tonight from Jota. He looked good without doing too much. Furuhashi with his 2 goals on 70 points, and Abada got all of these goals, really, all these points around his goal. As we've seen from Abada tonight, All these points, he got them within a 10-minute segment of the match tonight, really. And again, him from the bench, that doesn't change ever. Joe Hart, probably one of his best performances, SO5-wise, with 75 points. He gets his decisive action up to 60 by locking in the clean sheet, of course. 3 saves, 2 from inside the box, and one of them had the diving save that we spoke about in the second half, right towards the end there. Great points from him. 35 accurate passes, only 5 missed passes, and only 5 possession loss is good as well. So great performance. And from the bench, we had Moy getting an assist. We had Turnbull getting a goal. Forrest was robbed a goal, potentially, depending on your opinion. Maida did nothing. Haksabanovic did very little to nothing as well. Great game for the Hoops. Let's have a look at how that sits us on the table. Rangers are winning 3-1. Beg your pardon. Against Kelly. Game was quite tight for a while. Barisic is up to 60 points now. We're not seeing the assist credited yet. But let's see how the league table sits now. Should be sitting pretty all the same. We've got Greenock Morton at the weekend in the Cup. Tomorrow, I'll be recording the Celts Are Here podcast. Make sure to stay tuned for that. But yeah, 9 at the top still. Goal difference glorious. 17-69. Hey, loving that. And yeah, 1 draw, 1 loss so far for the season. The mighty Celtic go marching on, as we love it here. Hearts locked in their 5-0 as well. Snoddy on the 55. 100 for Michael Smith. That's his name, isn't it? Yep. Huge score from him. Shankland 81. Giannelli 61. Devlin 80. Since Devlin got that Lionel Messi shirt of the World Cup, man, he has been playing amazing for Hearts, hasn't he? McCrory gets it decisive despite the odds with the goal line clearance. Horrible scores for Scales, Coulson and Joe Lewis back in the nets for Kelroof or whatever his name is. So yeah, an eventful game week. So far we've got the Belgian stuff to suffer tomorrow. I guess we'll be riding that live when I do the live stream tomorrow with Harry Trades to do the game week predicted 11s as well as the preview for the prize pools. Teams we're picking, strategies we're laying out, the latest news, the selection headaches and all that kind of stuff, you know. We're sitting on second, guys. If I can hang on to the podium in third, then I'll be mightily happy. If I can hold on a second, even better. But I just want to finish on the podium. I've got 20 points clearance on third. So I think that gives me, I'm 1 point off of first, by the way. A good Opta change in my favour could put me top, and then it's just a bit of luck to hang on to that. So cross your fingers for me that Maeda, what did he lose points for? He didn't do fuck all in the game. 3 possession loss, a couple of possession ones, an accurate pass or so. Nah. Arthur Johnson is getting interviewed after the game. I don't know who's been made man of the match by the sponsor, but I think the SO5 man of the match would it'd have to be Rio Hatate defender card. Maybe Juranovic is a shout as well. But yeah, I think Rio Hatate is the SO5 man of the match for me. Especially that defender card, 89 points, getting an assist, clean sheet bonus locked in. And all these stats score differently for the defender card I've got versus the midfielder card that we just examined. And equally, the forward card scores differently. It's not very often on Sorare you get a player that has so many positions available. Kobayashi, by the way, a 57 on his debut is lovely to see. Clean sheet bonus there for 10. 1 effective clearance, 1 block. 1 interception. Duels weren't great on paper. Passing was phenomenal, but... and yeah, no attacking contribution. But yeah, looking forward to seeing more Yuki time. Great to see. Great game week, guys. Now, in terms of like cheap forwards and stuff like that, you guys are after. Let me have a look, see how many of these are still here. There's a bunches here, I don't mind doing it. 37 of these here, most of these have left. I think we'll call it a night, guys. Morning, wow, catching you live. Cool, didn't come on, or did he? Was he on the bench? I didn't see that. Good morning, by the way, in Australia. Thanks to everyone that has enjoyed the stream. Thanks to everyone that joined the watch along. If you are just catching this, earlier today we dropped the Road to Glory video and I did a member stream where I previewed, I broke down the gameplay stuff. I recorded the opening segment to that, and that's going to go out early morning tomorrow as a video. And then the next time you'll see me is the live stream tomorrow with Harry Trades on Thursday. I'll be recording the End Product podcast tomorrow. With a very special guest. We've got a great super sub in this game week, and I'll also be recording the Celts Are Here podcast tomorrow, as well as lots of other good stuff all over the place. Please do follow me on all the platforms you see listed at the bottom of the screen. I've got tons of content that you're not going to see on YouTube going out on these places, and vice versa. Please do like, subscribe, share, and retweet. Hope you've had good fun tonight. Good luck for the rest of the game week. Wish me luck on hanging on to the podium. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.